How's everybody doing on this fine, fine Friday? It's a beautiful day out. I'm going, oh, let's be honest, how sweet. What a way to kick off a live. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. Welcome to Poolside, everybody. You're a misfit like the rest of us. Hey, Darla. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Manic Mama. Hey, Whispers. Okay, we're going to give the intro a shot. I don't know. Let's hope it plays all right, and then I'll come back and finish saying hey, and I sped it up. That ain't gonna help. Home in the city, home isn't pretty. Let me know. Ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway. Home isn't my way. Home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season, time ain't no reason, got no time to show, time everlasting, time to play these sides, time ain't on my side, time I'll never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and nights that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. All right. StreamYards played good today so far. That's all right. The reason I use StreamYards is I never went up on someone's panel was restream. So I don't know is it just like StreamYard? You just jump on the link but you don't have to download anything? Because that's the only reason I didn't use restream today. I still have a couple days left of what I've already paid for. But anyway, I say hi. I'll figure it out. Hey, Weeping Waters. Hey, Allie Only. Let's be honest. Thank you so much. I know I did a minute ago, but thank you again for the gifted memberships. I really appreciate that. Hey, Manic Mama. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Darla. Hey, Step, not that Step. Don't side eye me. Today might be a side eye day. Hey, Donna Donald. Hey, Whispers in the Shadows. Teresa's in the house. Lisa. Hey, Organized Confusion. Hi, Betty. Good to see you, Betty. Whispers in the Shadows. Only 2 months, but I love it. Oh, well, thank you. 2 months is a lot. I appreciate you hanging out for 2 months and staying a member for 2 months. Memberships do help us. They do. Hey, Angie. Hey, Patricia. Good to see you. How's your finger doing? How's your hand doing? Hey, Lynn Love and Light. Hey, Britt. Thor's in the house. Hey, Naomi. Aries. There's no light without the dark. Through passion, I gain focus. Through knowledge, I gain power. Through serenity, I gain strength. Through victory, I gain harmony. There is only the force. Interesting. Hey, retired EMT. Hi, Story Night. Good to see you. Hey, wishful thinking. Lady Starfire. Little Lulu. Member for 3 months, Teresa S. Oh, I hope you're having a great Friday too. Hope everyone is having a great Friday. Oh, thank you. Hey, CK. Yeah, we got a few things to look at. Betty did a short live today. Of course, we're in her mouth, but I'm only playing that like couple minutes. I'm not doing the rest. I'm not in the mood for that with her. But anyway, um, there was something else I wanted to talk about. It'll come to me. I'll remember. I should have made a note. I usually always make notes. Because I do so many things. I'll do three things at one time, and you need a note so you don't get. Anyway, the kids wanted tacos. I promised them tacos since that's what they asked for this morning. They actually wanted them for breakfast, but that wasn't happening. So, I don't know where they thought it was, but hey, I guess they got to try. So I wanted to make sure the tacos were done. So all I had to do was fry the shells. But anyway, how many of you seen Voices Behind the Wall? You know that thing in the wall. Um, her, I guess, interview, if you want to call it. I mean, interview. He's not famous, but okay. Her little chit chat with T-Rev 757. Um, that boy, yeah, he is. Um, I know some of you seen some of it. I didn't know how many of you seen the interview. It's not that long because he rage quits. He jumps down. Um, but yeah, it's a whole shit show. And Silvers has been out just doing all kinds of stuff, hasn't he? Spreading misinformation. Still accusing everybody but himself of wrongdoing. Oh, um, wait, I need my plug. Ouch. And then the psychics have been, hey, Juno, working overtime. I'm not kidding you. Overtime. And there's even some ones that I just came across that have I didn't even know we're covering Sebastian Rogers, but whew, they are definitely exploiting this child. That's for sure. There's a lot of that going on. But T-Rev Rage quit after he was called a predator. Well, we're going to watch some of it. And see, I don't call people that without proof. That's just people use that word, will throw that word around. And yeah, just the same thing with the child did their thing. You don't just put that on someone, you know. I don't know. T-Rev is a lot of things. I'm not sure he's, well, I don't know. I don't know if you could classify him as that. Maybe. I guess everybody has their own take on it. So that's a good thing. And I promise I won't click my lighter crazy today. I'm working on that. Hey, Celestial Sky. It seems like every week the exploitation gets worse. Does there was? I mean, I've watched so many of these psychics to pick out the ones I was going to review, and I've reviewed several. But every time you turn around, there's more. And the stuff they're saying, it's mind blowing. It's like, why? I mean, I'm not saying that someone don't, everybody has their own beliefs with all that. And please do. Of course, we're all free to have our own opinions or beliefs in that stuff. My issue is exploiting these cases, exploiting this kid knowing, I'm sorry, you're putting out bull. You're putting out bull. Hey, Lady Starfire. Hey, Marcy. Silvers, yeah. What's the matter? Is my volume too low? I don't want to be yelling, so um let me, oh, it won't let me. Okay. Yellow folder, yeah. We're going to talk about that. That's coming up in this interview. Like I said, the interview is not, well, I don't consider it an interview though, because who the hell is T-Rev? Who the hell is T-Rev? I knew I wouldn't have too big of an audience with the trials all going on and stuff today. So thank you guys all for coming in and joining me. I was going to wait and go live tonight, but I don't know. So I wanted to do it while I could, because I'm not sure about later tonight. Hey, Linda. So what we'll do is we'll watch, because it's just a few minutes of Bullhorn, and then we're going to get into some of that interview, and then we're going to hopefully have time to get into some of the psychics. Some of you, I'm going to say trigger warning out the bazooka. Oh, no, she didn't. Exclusive interview. Is this the big secret little thing that her and Olive Oil's been doing? What are they doing? Talking to the babysitter again or a neighbor? I mean, oh my Lord, Betty, stop. I knew she was going to find a way. She's been too quiet. She was looking, and she's made it clear that her and Olivia were doing something. So my guess is Olivia did this. and she's going to try to take credit for it like she always does. I knew she was going to do something in this case. Now, I just hope that there's a trial going on. I hope these two idiots don't do anything that could jeopardize the case. But who knows? Anyway, I knew she wouldn't leave Quinton Simon alone. I knew she wouldn't leave. Thank you. I knew she would not leave Quinton Simon's case alone. One could only hope. Yeah. You made too much money to leave that case alone. Thank you for the reminder of the banner and music. But we're just going to listen. This is just. We're only going to listen to a few minutes of it anyway. Because I'm not gonna debate the Simon case with her right now. I'm not. Betty thinks she truly helped, and I got videos saved to show you of how much help they really were down there. There's videos to show everything she's saying is lies. They did nothing. I find it interesting that BHB didn't do this exclusive until after Billy Joel super chatted her. I have been so bored this week with everyone covering the court case. There hasn't even been the clip channels. I ended up putting Queen Bees on today just so I had something. Yeah, some people have reached out to me and asked me to, can you do another live? We'll just hang out and talk. Because some people just don't want to follow it. But I'll tell you what, it's good content. Queen's doing a great job. But it's just, hey, Julia, baby. Well, I wouldn't doubt it, Story Night. I really, really, really wouldn't doubt it. That's sad to say, but I wouldn't doubt it. But we're going to listen to her rant a little bit this morning. And I have the video clips ready to show any of you. Hey, Wilby. Good to see you. If you would like to see that clips of what they really did in Georgia compared to what Betty's getting ready to tell you she did in Georgia, I'll be more than happy to show you. Just take a minute to load them. She can say what she wants. She's a travesty. She is a trauma vulture. In my opinion, she is a trauma vulture. She is top of the line in exploitation of these families, these victims. You name it, she's in it. I will surf for I sure will. Okay. I'm going to be fast forwarding through some of this because I don't want to go over this whole live. But that's leave the Simons alone. Leave Quinton alone. Let that angel rest in peace. Leave these people alone.
To do a live,
seriously, leave these people alone. Did you comb your hair? Just asking, because it looks like a finger comb. Which, fine if that's what you want to do, but I'm just asking.
It was just because I ended up making it home about noon. I had power.
Well, you have no reason not to have your court date that's still weeks away because you have power. You're able to go live. So you would be able to do a Zoom court hearing. You're able to access the internet because you're going live. So I don't understand why you need an extension. But, I'm not the judge and, that's just me. Hey, Fred. Yep.
The internet is in and out, which is one of the reasons why I'm not working on my computer. I decided to come in here and just work off of my phone.
But it seems like you're having no problem with your phone. Why is that doing that? Don't even start buffering. Come on, StreamYards.
1 minute off, another minute. So I don't know what's going on with it. But hey, we've got power. We've got power.
Wells Fargo has donated $60 million to advance homeownership in underserved communities. As part of
hey, you know what? We all need our ads on. That AdSense money helps out that little bit, you know? That helps out, but mine are just on the norm. So these aren't on my end. But I know some people don't like them. Hey, Darby. Hey, Catherine. And I'm sorry. But that AdSense, if you're not selling channel memberships, that little bit from AdSense helps. You know what I mean? But I don't have mine on full blast high or whatever that's called. I just have them. Hey, Purple Haze. Hey, Night Star. I just have them on regular or whatever it's called.
Sure.
But I can't control her end. That's what I meant to say. I can't control her end.
This one came out from Little Bit. And these are sorry, I want to get PFs and BS. All four of them know the Ruckus video. Did you see that video? Of course, it's the Nick Barris one.
The video is useless. It provided no information whatsoever. Except for your wild theories and you claiming there's stuff in the videos that's not there. Then you got a psychic claiming there's voices that aren't there because there was no audio. Yeah, you guys are batting 100,000 on that video. Yeah, remember how y'all said there was voices on the recording? That would be impossible when where the video was recorded, they didn't even have audio available. So, yeah. But you're going to run with that. You're still running with the flashlights and everything. I get it. I get it. Hey, Julie. Okay, sorry, night.
BC, the two people before KP CPS backyard pretty close to the house by the windows because you could see the light in the house. The video is gone now, either deleted or hidden. Thank you, Little Bit. Thank you.
Okay. Well, how do you know about it if it's deleted or hidden? There's not. That's not true. But okay.
And these are what we have. This one says,
nope, let's fast forward.
Good luck at court. I wish from our beautiful sweet Misery. I want to make sure she gets, I say thank you to her. But I think this here is from, I am in bed very early. I am. Hurricanes hit my location and my ex-husband came over here. Honey, come on.
I am so sick of hearing she filled out all these FEMA claims because she had some tree branches and stuff in her yard and her rickety old fence that was already beyond damaged and fallen down, finished coming down, and some old rusty shed. When there's people that don't even have a place to get power turned back on to, just streets away from her. And all she's trying to do is get all this money for, she had no damage to her home whatsoever. None.
I'm not chasing you. So here, go play with your toy. So long story short, we're back at the house. We have intermittent internet right now, but I'm thankful with power. Right?
I switched from State Farm because of this site. They had me paying $163 a month for my new car.
Oh, come here, little baby. She wants to say hi. Hi, everybody.
I do not believe that FEMA is going to pay for her fence. I just really don't.
We don't have. So that's kind of where we are with the house. I haven't started on the backyard yet. I haven't even unpacked from my trip to Tennessee yet. So I've got to get all that done and get some clothes put away. So I'm going to get this charged up. And once it's charged up, a little hard. And so, you know, like when I cleaned up the yard the first time from Helene, it was a lot of hard work. I mean, those panels are heavy. You know, I've got to drag 8-foot by 6 panels to the front of these that are down. It's a lot of work. It's overwhelming, the amount of work that's outside of this house. But I'm thankful that structure.
Betty, it's storm debris, like tree branches and stuff like that. Go 2 streets over and see where people don't have anything left to clean up. Your home was saved. Nothing happened to your actual home. That's a blessing.
You know, the house is fine. There's no holes in the roof, no busted windows. It's just a lot of work that I've got to do outside. And, you know, I've already been down power for the last, I mean, between the 2 hurricanes, I've lost power for over 10 days. And the internet's been down, you know, between the 2 hurricanes, 12 days. I mean, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough to say the least. So
those people still don't have power, Betty.
So that's kind of where we are with the home front, but I appreciate, and if anybody would like to help, I did put some.
I heard there's something out there, but I don't know if it's going to be, I think it's way too soon to tell that it's going to be, hey, B-Legend, that it's going to be any, or do anything. I honestly didn't watch it today. Hey, Andy.
Clean up stuff on my my wish
But
list.
the water's been lower. Our temperatures have been below average, which has been beautiful. I mean, actually, kids had to wear a jacket for a couple mornings. It was really, you know, out of the ordinary this early. So that's cool. When those colder temperatures, that cold front coming through, they call it a cold front when it changes at 5 degrees. I don't, because that's nothing. But, you know, it's what the weather calls it. It cools the water temperatures down, so the likelihood of something developing get less and less.
Amazon, just on the main one, I didn't want to set up a new, obviously you're not required, but people have been asking me, so I just decided to throw some things up there if anybody would like to help. So that's kind of where we are. Leilani Simon, the case yesterday, I'm not going to be on here for too awfully long because I got to get back to Leilani's case and watching the live. I've watched the trial since it began as much as I can, and it's been pretty interesting. It's very sad. This is what I will tell you. You know, we were out there fighting for this young boy. Everything that we see.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You were out there being a nuisance, causing chaos. You didn't help that child one bit. You interfered in the investigation. You did your damnedest to interfere in that investigation. You wasted a lot. You and your group wasted a lot of manpower hours for law enforcement. Wasted a lot of their time.
Stated about this woman picking on this child, this woman not loving this child, this woman targeting her son.
No, I don't want sleep timer. Playback speed. Why is that giving me a hard time?
Called liars. We were called liars for 2 years.
No, you
this
weren't.
happened in 2022.
No.
We had people come out there and act as clowns.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Everybody knew she was guilty. Everybody knew she did something. You all just couldn't let the police do their job and build their case and find that little boy. Law enforcement was hard on that case from the get-go. You people wouldn't stop. They did their job.
That we were doing, lawful, legitimate work that we were doing, everything we told.
Lawful, How many people got arrested? 4? 4? Lawful? They had signs made that quickly and posted. Metal street signs to let you know you weren't doing that crap no more, because it'd be violating an ordinance. Y'all ran like puppies with your tail between your legs. As soon as the police put their foot down, put their signs up, and old Dolly got some silver jewelry for a couple hours. Yeah. Oh, you're funny, Betty. You're really funny. Okay.
Told our audience that we were made out to be liars was truthful.
Yeah, she is. She's home. Yep. Why is she? If she's home and streaming, why is she telling the court she needs an extension? Exactly. Same thing I said. Hey, hindsight.
Everything we told our audience about this case has now been proven, or at least brought up in this hearing. From her targeting her child.
Betty, you had the same information, the factual information, as everyone else. The rest of the crap you guys made up. Everybody knew that. You didn't do anything in this case but hinder and interfere and be a nuisance. You exploited this case to fill your pockets. That's it. That's all.
To the stories that we
Brother.
told to reference why I did not believe this child merely.
Hey, Misty Day, it's good to see you. About the missing, why don't she look into a cold case where she might be able to help? She wouldn't get no views, which equals no money.
We drowned because of negligence. You caught the spirit of Quinton on the video that night. We did. When people started coming out.
Oh my gosh, you did not. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you was gonna say something about the alleged ghost. It was not the spirit of anybody. It was just the lights, Betty. The lights reflection. Oh my Lord. I knew she was gonna go there. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
I'll believe it. You go to my live. If we can see it in the live, I'll believe it. And sure as crap, we went to the live and the hair on the back of my neck stood up, But everything that we told our audience, I just want to make sure that we stay here. And
do you realize that even ghost hunters debunked that video, right? You people that are, ghost hunters, spirit seekers, whatever you want to call them. They even debunked that video, Betty, and said what it, Oh, Michelle, it was funny when it happened. They were all like, oh, and Olive Oil will be all over that because, hey, Casual Art, you know how she is with her paranormal with a splash of true crime. So she was all over that. But, yeah, and Betty don't really believe, but she just goes along because of Olive Oil. That's obvious. But yeah, supposedly it was his spirit running through the yard and across the street. But it was. But they believe it.
That it is coming out. You guys were with me. The ones that were with me back in 2022 know what we stated and what our investigative work brought. And we told you guys all of this while we were told we were liars and that we didn't know what we were talking about. And I told you that we have a high batting average on this channel. And there's
no, you don't. There was a lot of things you got wrong in this case, Betty, like with the boyfriend. Yeah. And with Billy Joel, yeah. Billy Joel did what she said she was going to do. She turned her in. But you're too stupid to realize you guys were acting like a bunch of wild banshees. And Leilani was in treatment. She wasn't even there. You're idiots. You're real idiots.
No other prime example of that batting average more so than the Quinton Simon case. You
Hey,
can go
Juicy
back
Girl.
because everybody has used my commentary to crucify me for the work we did, painting me as a liar, illegitimate, and all these other things. And here we go. We had that entire case spot.
You're right, Patricia. That's why she had it out with her lawn guy. Mm-hmm. That fence is so old and rickety, and over half of it was already down or damn near down. Mm-hmm.
On yes, no, I've already applied for FEMA. I've already called for volunteers to help with the yard. It's just there's so much devastation in this county. I mean, so much. It's sad to see my a county that I've lived in my whole life look the way it does right now. We're still, I think.
And you're crying over some tree branches and a busted up fence that was already busted to hell and back. You're crying and complaining about that and wanting people to pay to clean that up for you. Wow.
Done a great thing for the power. I think we have the majority of people in this county right now that do have power. There's still sections of my county that are still without power. There are houses that were moved off their foundation.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
And she's worried about her.
Okay, you ready?
Some
All right,
tree branches, people.
$118.
It wasn't to the extent of what I saw when we went to Fort Myers, but it's just sad. It's just sad. So all the volunteers are really up to their eyeballs, and I don't think I'm going to get one. They said they couldn't promise any volunteers. They can't tell me when they could come out here to help me. And I can't leave this yard like this because Delilah goes out there. I have to clean up the front yard and I have to clean up the backyard, And so I've done everything I possibly can. I haven't heard from really anybody. I'm not really holding my breath for FEMA. FEMA's giving out like $750 to help with your spoiled food.
You got an income. Hire some local teenagers to clean up your yard. They'll be going around wanting to make money, helping clean up. Hire some lawn service to clean it up. It's not like you have entire trees that need chainsaws and stuff. Come on.
Food if your power was out for more than XYZ days, and of course mine was, so I applied for that.
Hey, little Lulu.
I applied for several different things related to the house. Now again,
no,
I don't know if I'm going to get those. It seems to me that FEMA spent a lot of money on non-Americans and has depleted the funds for the actual emergencies of the American people. Meanwhile,
I'm sorry, Betty, but cleaning up your backyard and some busted up broken fence that was already beyond its last leg is not a priority and should not be a financial responsibility of any government program. It's yours or your homeowners. Oh, wait, you don't have it. Yeah, that don't fall on FEMA. Stop it. Quit. There's people that don't. Oh my God. I can't.
Sending billions of dollars over to a war zone. And here we are having people struggling in North Carolina still from Helene and stuff like that. I've got a lot to say. But this is not the time or the place because we got a trial going on, and I'm not going to be playing the trial on my show because I'm watching it. And I know that there's other people that are doing that, and I've been kind of watching and listening as I'm working. So it's not something that I can really do live. But what I can say from yesterday is, in this whole trial so far, that even down to her beating her son to death was something that we broke on our channel. We broke on our channel that she did not have a motherly instinct for her child, and that she most likely
didn't break anything.
Likely beat her child to death before disposing him like garbage into a garbage container about 1.5 miles from her home. Again, the same hate channels that are trying to call us a liar in the Sebastian Rogers case are some of the same hate channels that called us a liar in this case. And let me just tell you, we were spot on in our reporting.
No. Not. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't.
And on our reporting related to Quinton Simon, Baby Q. I'm very proud of the work we did for Baby Q. I am very proud of the information that we were able to accomplish. There was a lot of...
You're very proud that you wasted 50 plus calls from law enforcement. Had to be called that many times because of you people. Causing such a ruckus, the people had to leave their own homes in their neighborhood. You're proud of that. Okay. You're proud that someone was physically handled that shouldn't have been. You shouldn't be putting your hands on anybody. You're proud that you played a baby crying over a speaker as loud as you could. You're proud that you chased a sick person out of their neighborhood, out of their home. You're proud that protesters got arrested. You're proud that you stood out there with that bullhorn and not acted like the biggest asshole in the world. Said the most horrific things. And you're proud of that. You're proud of attacking a police chief and lying about him as well. Okay. Wow. Wow.
Contention between top brass of law enforcement and our commentary.
No, he quit on her. Debbie quit on her.
And that is okay.
Hey, Mr. Tomato Head.
Whenever they leave a baby killer allowed to sleep in her bed, when everybody knows that she unalived her child, we just don't do that. We don't put other children at risk because of a ticking time clock of 6 months to bring a murder case. You know, that's something nobody should be accustomed or okay with law enforcement doing. If somebody can murder a child, they will be...
Those kids were in care. None of the kids were there. Weren't they, the other children, placed in care? Yeah, probably, Michelle. I have no idea, but I'm sure a lot. Hey, BJ. There were still two. I thought they were placed into care. But I don't believe. I mean, would I have liked to have seen her arrested sooner? Absolutely. But I also totally understand they had a job to do. They needed to find him and they needed to build their case. And I believe they did that. I'm worried about the prosecutor. He's got me a little worried. But I believe the police gave them a really good case. You know. Oh.
Be literally willing to do just about anything, and to put and keep that person on the road, and never knowing, could another child be in danger? Could they flee? It doesn't matter what you think. You don't put people in your community in jeopardy, and you damn sure don't put other children in jeopardy, because she was around other children after the death and murder of her own child that she beat to death.
He reached the mountain pass and finally felt his heart race.
This child did not drown. Did not drown in a tub, did not drown in a pool. This child was beaten by his mother, and only his mother. So I'm glad to finally have some
Betty, did you ever hear that you need evidence? Yeah, just because you say it, don't make it so. The police needed evidence.
indication on that case. And then of course we have Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, which has just been a circus from these same people that like to call us a liar when we don't lie. They're actually wrong about every single thing that comes out of their mouth. They haven't been accurate on anything. I mean, I can point to cases where we were accurate on. I can point to cases where we were assisting and were able to bring up persons of interest and find out later that those people were really the suspect in the case and were ultimately found as being responsible. We have so many stories like that over the last 4 years because we keep it to the victims and we keep it to the facts. Do we speculate and opine and provide our opinion and commentary? We sure do. But the basis of all of that is always the major facts of the case, the stuff that we can see, touch, and feel. We have uncovered other information in other cases that have helped aid in, the criminal aspect of those cases. So we're really pleased at how we do it. Now, people sometimes don't like my commentaries. People sometimes don't like me being raw, don't like me telling people or expressing to people or stating stuff that people are already thinking, that refuse to say it, right? A lot of people, you guys don't want to be rude or anything, right? Yeah, but you want somebody to be angry for you, right? You want somebody to have the passion that you have that you can't show. And I think that's what attracts people to this channel, because we're very raw. We don't mind.
What? Is that what it's called now? Being raw? So, outright lying, because you do that, outright lying about these cases and about what you've done is raw. I guess there's a new YouTube term for it. I don't know. Oh boy.
Showing our emotions and frustrations, and we don't mind showing what we have to deal with going through these cases and putting those on a public platform. That's part of this whole entire true crime experience. When we go boots on the ground, you guys are in the driver's seat. That is part of this show, and all the stuff that comes with it.
So if I'm in your chat, I'm in the driver's seat. I'm driving your live. Really? Well, damn, you must not go for it, because you be blocking everybody. Just saying.
And all the stuff I'm going through when I'm going through it, how I feel when I'm going through it. That is all part of this show.
Oh.
You guys get a true feel of what's going on the ground level in the cases that we cover.
We do?
Fully cover, like we are with Summer Wells, Sebastian Rogers, Audrey Cunningham, Colin Knapp. I could just go, Gabby Petito, all the stuff we got right in
all the cases you were an idiot in. Yeah,
those cases. I mean, we just hit it out of the park, and we continue to do
it. Betty, you wasn't even close to the park. No. You hit it out of the park? Hell, don't you got to get to the park first? I mean, okay. Hey, Cubby's Gator. This is funny. This is funny. You're gonna start watching her because she is raw. This is as raw as it gets. Money, money, money. Those two things. I'm sorry. There you have it, folks. All a part of the show. Yep. She pretty much said it. Right outwards. I mean.
Continue to do that. And it brings a light of hate, because people like to manipulate situations and help the bad guy. Why? Because they're bad guys themselves.
What? Betty, you do your damnedest to manipulate any and everything you can every second of every day of your life. Are we doing a confessional in your office now? We've moved from the bed confessionals to the couch confessionals, and now we're in the office confessionals? Got it. Oh, member for 2 months, Petty. Yay. Glad to be a Petty misfit. Oh, I love you. Oh, thank you, Petty. Thank you.
Selves. They're criminals themselves. They never change their life. All they want to do is disrupt the system, obstruct justice, do things that actually hinder these cases instead of helping these cases. And this has been persistent for multiple cases that you guys have witnessed. And I've got to tell you, it's been hard. It's been very hard navigating these waters. But at the end of the day, we are on the right side of things. And we're going to continue to be on the right side of things. And we're going to continue to cover the story as we see fit in the confines of our laws here in the United States, which I pride myself of following explicitly.
At Work It Health, they understand the journey because they've been there.
With a 15-year-old child that disappeared from inside his locked home with only his mother, allegedly. Now there's new information coming out from Silver on the Scenes where he has confirmed, for whatever people, again, this is, as my description always says in the description of these things, these are based upon, they're reliable, but they are to be construed as opinions and not facts. I was not there with Silver on the Scene, but I can't tell you his heart's in the right place, and I trust him. And I know that if he heard something and confirmed something, he heard something and confirmed something. He is not a person that's going, in my opinion, to make up facts just to get clicks and views. Okay. That's what I like about the people that are working this case in a good light, is they are not here for the clicks and the views. They are here to find answers in locating Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, much like myself. So I don't feel that he would be intentionally deceptive in this case at all. What purpose would it prove? He's got a platform. He is growing. He doesn't need to lie about any information. And we learned that he has confirmed that the stepfather was not at work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we know he wasn't at work Sunday because the whole entire project shut down, and would have returned to work Monday. And this would have fallen right into place with what Terry Lynn said about a possible poker game on Thursday, and the fact that Daniel...
Serious. Are we back to the poker game now? Betty, we all know that was nothing but gossip. Gossip. Stop it. You don't like JLR, but you all over his pages on Facebook. And you use everything you get over there too. Every comment you see, you run with that stuff like it's gospel. Okay.
Guy's computer.
And also leave Lonnie and Danny alone. The law's handling it. The last thing they need is your half of 2 cents. You've done enough damage in this case. I think it's time you step aside.
Was taken and searched. Now, I have no proof of that. Personally, do I have any proof of that? I do not. But this new revelation coming out from Silver on the Scenes is kind of putting more weight behind the statement stated by Terry Lynn. Quite frankly, a much stronger possibility today than it was yesterday, so to speak. So we have to look at that. We have been combing over this case from the very beginning. We need to get back to doing the interviews. Today is Friday, TGIF, everyone.
Okay. We're not going to Vegas Friday. Hey, SS. I have no idea what it is, and I don't want to participate with Betty. So they let the dog out. See, I just, sometimes I think I need me a shed that I can go hide in, to go live with no interruptions. I mean, the only way that's going to happen is if I wait till 11 o'clock at night, or later to do that. Yeah, sometimes I think I need a shed.
Genre, the true crime.
Hell no, then that's just one more thing I'd have to damn clean. Forget it.
Yes, we had it right. What they did to us out at that case was so wrong. And all they were trying to do was to stop the information of the truth getting out to the public.
Yeah, there was Hey, Katie. Katie told me herself there was never a poker game and no computer that Sebastian and Beth... Wait a minute. Was it? And all of that story from Terry Lynn was fabricated. Oh, no doubt. I never believed any of it. It didn't even make sense. Terry Lynn never makes sense. I don't understand how anybody believes anything she says. Terry Lynn will lie and make things up. That's obvious. That's been proven. And it's just my opinion, but it is what it is. None of that was true. I called that out months ago. Betty will run with anything. Betty doesn't have factual information. And when she gets it, hey, gaming's cruising. Gamers cruising. Got it right, finally. Sorry about that. Just saying, I was outside today trying to mow my backyard and pick up fencing from the hurricane. I broke a sweat, lots of laughs. Oh, and my hair is washed. Just saying. Oh, come on, Bubba. You're going in the house. Because if you jump around, it's going to make you sick. Come on.
I think that's disgusting. And remember all of the channels that worked desperately to shut the story down, to keep the public from knowing the truth. Think about all of them: the Queen Bees, the Burnt Toast, the Kodos, the H&H, all the people conspiring together to stop the flow of information to the public about this high-profile case was disgusting in that case, much like it is with Sebastian Rogers. And again, he disappeared from his home.
What? What did she just say? Wait, they're trying to stop the flow of information? Yeah.
The flow of information to the public about this high-profile case was disgusting in that case, much like it is with Sebastian Drake Rogers. And again, he just.
And who all did it? Wait a minute. Who all did it? Come on now. Load.
Post, the Kodos, the H&H, all the people, the Queen Bees, remember all of the channels that worked desperately to shut the story down, to keep the public from knowing the truth. Think about all of them: the Queen Bees, the Burnt Toast, the Kodos, the H&H, all the people conspiring together to stop the flow of information to the public about this high-profile case was disgusting in that case, much like it is.
So you're saying that all these people conspired to stop the information, the factual information, from getting out about this national case. But the case is national. It's well known. So evidently whatever attempts they made failed, correct? And isn't the chaos and the drama stirring coming from kind of like your team? You know, y'all call yourselves a team. Questionable there too, but yeah. That was a mouthful. That was a mouthful. Hey, lollipop girl. What do y'all? Ooh, her pup got big. She's adorable. Yeah, the puppy is just so sweet. Hey, Denise, I feel bad sometimes for the. Anyway,
with Sebastian Drake Rogers. And again, he disappeared from his home. The last sighting of him was February 25th, and he was reported missing on February 26th.
You okay?
And still has not been seen almost 8 months later. So it's been very difficult for his biological father dealing with all of this, because he's begged for help from the other side.
Guess what? He has a mother and a stepfather and a whole family. Like a whole family that is just as in love and is missing him just as much and wants him to come home just as much. There's a whole family, not just one person. Yeah, figure that. Hey everyone, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you're not subbed up, sub up. We also have full shot memberships. You can be a misfit. Oh, I got this cool t-shirt from a sub. I got to show you guys. It's got a skeleton on it, and it says the Misfits horror business for Halloween for the Misfits. It's really cool. I got to take a picture and show you guys. Oh, hush.
Side and has gotten nothing but silence and people attacking him, people attacking the team that's working desperately and around the clock to find his son. And it's gotten to such a epic boiling point that it's really causing problems, and it's hindering people coming forward to talk about what they know, because they are so scared of being attacked by these bully and hate channels that should not be or allowed to do this. So many of you know that it's been a tough situation. Furthermore, you know, it's basically they tried to silence me, which I'm civilly disobedient because I did nothing wrong. I broke no laws in the state of Tennessee, and they're trying to silence me over my commentary by the use unlawful, improper, malicious, abusive process ways, such as these protective orders, which were never about their safety or the fact that I threatened them, which I never did. It was about shutting me up, and it was.
How come abusive process works for you, but when you're the one who's actually abusing the process and called out on it, victim, I didn't do it. Nope, I'm the victim. No one's abusing the process, Betty. There was evidence submitted. You had your chance, and your lawyer had your chance to submit things. Maybe you should take that up with him.
Co-signed by the Sumner County Sheriff's Office as well as Sumner County judge. And I've never threatened anybody. I've never stalked them. I've never seen them. I never wanted to see them. Still do not want to. And this was in the midst of them saying, please reach out to us on Facebook and all this other stuff. We're happy to answer your questions. And I did not. I stayed away and did my independent investigation for my show, like I do in many of these.
That's a lie. You stalked, you harassed, and you threatened them people night and day. Not only did you do it, but you had other people doing it with you. Following them, videoing them everywhere, going to their job, going to their campground, to the high school. But you weren't stalking them, right? Okay.
These cases. We gravitated towards Seth after he passed his polygraph test and was clear that he was not responsible or had anything to do with his son's disappearance. And then we leaned on him and realized that these people were trying to plan.
No. That's not true. You begged for months for Seth and Tony's attention. We all seen it. I reviewed it. They lost their heavy hitter. They needed you. You're nothing but a mouthpiece. An uncontrollable, actually disposable mouthpiece. You have no boundaries. They know that. They know you'll say and do anything. The only one at this point that will. I mean, I do believe they're grooming Grifty, but she's not there yet.
And be him. Plan B him. And we all know that because that's exactly what Leilani Simon is trying to do to Daniel Youngkin. Act like he's the one that has something to do with Quinton's disappearance and death. When he loved that child, and that child loved Danny because he treated him better than his own mother. Kind of funny how that sounded and just rolled off my tongue because it sounds very similar.
Let me tell you what. From what I've seen so far, and I missed some this afternoon, with the prosecution, they better pick it up. They better pick it up. Yeah, they need to pick it up. We weren't there. I thought Danny was believable. I thought he handled it well. I still think she did it, but I think the prosecution better step it up.
To what we're dealing with in another case, the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case. So they tried to plan B him, and we put our lovingly put our channel in front of Seth and wrapped him as much as we could. And when people attacked him, and attacked us for helping him, we rose up to the cause, and we will continue to do that, because I've got to tell you, what I see in this case and the previous cases, I never ever want to see again on these platforms. It's disgusting. It is horrific, and more importantly, it's illegal as shit. What they are doing, these criminal channels, and we've been talking about the felon channels for years, is illegal as hell. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need to get back to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and it's been very difficult with all the attacks, in addition to now Leilani's trial. But we are going to have deep conversations about searching for this young man. We are going to have very distinct search areas to search for this young man. And we are going to use your help and the use of bullhornbetty@gmail.com, 833-TELL-DOG, and any other person on this team, Nick the Hack, Dog the Bounty Hunter, Tony Mathis, as well as me. Whoever you feel like sending that information to, send it. I don't want any person that has information to help find Sebastian being in fear to tell, being threatened or intimidated into silence. We want you to come forward.
Stop it. No one is being threatened into silence not to tell any info they know. Stop it. No, contact TBI. That's who you contact. 1-800-FIND. That's who you contact. Not these clowns. Contact law enforcement.
And tell us what you know. You see that we are willing to step up to the plate and help. We are willing to insulate you. We are willing to keep your information confidential. There's not one person in this chat room
meeting? Damn, and I was left out of it? Darn it. Well, see, Bets, I don't know nothing about it. It was a secret meeting. I wasn't involved. I don't know nothing about it.
Sent me confidential information that can ever say that I have ever breathed a word of your name or that confidential information that would ever come back to you. You can remain anonymous. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, Ginger. We don't want people to think that these felon bully channels are going to silence.
Oh, I did read that one. Sorry. I read it again. I don't know how I got on that. What is going on with chat? My chat keeps going.
Or hinder any further trying to find Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We need your help, and we are not going to find him without
collecting IP addresses, confidentiality. Yeah.
Your help. So please consider, if you have
okay,
any
hold
theories,
on, I'll
if you
drop
think
one.
that this child is at a specific place that has.
Kathy.
Has not been searched. Send me an email. If nobody is listening to you, send me an email of the location and why you feel it is an important location. You guys know I read my emails. I always try to respond to you. But this is a 15-year-old medically needy child that every single day he is out there and not found is a further and further step in the wrong direction. His statistics right now are already so low. We want to increase those statistics. We want to increase those odds for
Miss Kathy? Kathy? Can you hear me? I wonder if she can hear me. Is my bubble moving? No, it's not. Probably 'cause my
I can
Bluetooth
hear you,
phone
Hannah.
kept calling me. You can hear me?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just
Yeah.
talking. I
No,
apologize.
that's okay.
Look, I didn't mean to interrupt your show, but I was watching the trial for Leilani,
Mhm.
and one thing that struck me that was really important that struck me was that I noticed that and I wonder if everybody else is noticing this. A lot of the lies and stuff that, what do you call them? Tragedy vultures.
Yeah.
A lot
Well,
of the lies and stuff that they told, like about the police not doing their job, like the FBI and stuff like that. All that stuff is already starting to come out. And if somebody really pays attention to it, you can see how much she lies and how much they all lie.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
yeah. The details are
'Cause
there. There's people aren't hearing it though.
yes, ma'am. Cause I was wondering if somebody could do a video like that. I don't do it, pointing it out, to make people more aware of what they do. And really, I hope they watch it so they can see how many lies they told, and maybe they'll slow down. Although I doubt it, because it's the way they make
That's
money.
actually not a bad idea to show the misinformation they were screaming those months. There's plenty of
Yeah,
video clips of it to be able to clip
yeah.
out of there. And then just in what the prosecution's witnesses have testified to totally contradicts what they were screaming. That's a good
Yes,
idea.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because even though we know they lie, just to have it like right in our eyes where we can see it and hear it all together. Not necessarily us, because we already know. But some of the things that I knew they lied about, when I heard it, I was like, they lied. I just kind of like talking to myself while I was watching it. But I was
Yeah.
like, I knew she lied about that. How dare her? But she need to slow herself down. She's been given so much grace. There's been so many times in her life where she should have been in trouble, but because of where she lived and who she knew, she wasn't. Now you're in a different state, ma'am, where nobody
And
knows you and nobody cares about you.
yeah,
You
and at
better
that
slow down.
and the other victims happened to be immediate family and refused to cooperate.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And the poor husband, he couldn't even read to fill out the stuff.
Yep.
So that helped. It seemed like every place she should have got in trouble, something, she got grace,
Yeah.
but I got to straight. Her grace is about to run out, I believe. But thank you for all that you do, all of you all that do the things you do. And just like, what part of Burnt Toast is not a true crime channel doesn't she understand?
She's not a true crime channel. She doesn't understand what a true crime channel is.
That's you. You know what? You're right. She's not a true crime channel. You just
She's
answered my
crime.
question for me. Thank
Yeah.
you. No, she's caca.
Yeah.
That's not nice, but I had to say it. But I thank you. I thank you for all that you do, all of you do to try to misdirect all the misinformation and just the flat out lies, because it doesn't make any sense. And I hope somebody does put a video together so you can see everything side by side, especially maybe the people that aren't getting it, some of them will get it. It might only be one or two, but heck, it's better than nothing. That's a part of fighting a war. You want to win, and y'all are fighting a war. I got news for you.
I'll do some of that. I'll go through and get clips, and I'll put some shorts out with that stuff. That's a good idea.
Thank
actually.
you. I appreciate that. But you have a good day, and I'm gonna continue to listen.
All right, thank you, Miss Mo. You're so sweet.
All right,
Thank
babes.
you.
So are you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Silver. You're so sweet. Hey, MR68. Hey, Grey Wolf. Hey, Wise Angel.
For this young man, we want this man reunited with his father. We want nothing more than this child reunited with his dad.
I want nothing more than this child reunited with his whole family. His entire family, because he has an entire family that loves and misses him and wants him home. Not just one person, an entire family, including his mother.
And I can tell you, his dad wants to put his hands around this boy's body and give him a kiss on his cheek. He just wants to see his son. We're about to come up on the holidays. We're about to come up on...
I'm sure they all want to just hug him and see him. They all do. The mom, the stepfather, the dad, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins. I'm sure they all do. But you can bet no one more than the parents. All of the parents.
Halloween, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas.
Esto no funciona.
Each and every one of you get to go and sit around a table and cut a turkey with your family and friends. You get to tell them, hey, how you doing? It's been a long time. I love you. You get to share in laughter and break bread with them and get caught up on life just for a few moments. Those have been stripped away from Seth Rogers. That has been completely ripped from his grasp. And we want to increase the odds that he gets to do that this year with his son. If you have any information leading to the whereabouts of Sebastian Wainwright Rogers, have an idea of where to search on land or sea, please reach out to 833-TELL-DOG. Reach out to Nick the Hat. He's on X email. And
do not do that.
All of you are very happy. I appreciate the love.
Do not do that. Reach out to law enforcement if you have legitimate information. It's 1-800-TBI-FIND. Do not reach out to anyone but law enforcement. Please.
Love. I do. I feel the love every day, and you guys keep me see the good. And I'd like to get to see Sebastian smiling again. I'd like to see him being able to go fish with his
Betty,
dad.
You said that you believe he's been murdered. That kind of doesn't go along with what you've stated in court and on your channel many times on your channel, but you know, in court too. You know, you said that you felt they were responsible, in your opinion.
Again. And the only way that that's going to happen is if we all step up to the plate and make it happen. I do not trust Sumner County.
Of course not.
Sad because
you don't trust Sumner County because they're not going to put up with your bullshit no more. So you're mad. You're in your feels. Happens when you wear silver bracelets. I hear it happens. You know, changes your whole outlook. Apparently not yours, but
always attack top brass when these things are
hey, Mickey,
going south. I do believe in the men and women of blue, the worker bees that work their ass off on this case, and I want to tell each and every one of those people thank you. But the people that were responsible for my arrest when I committed...
There's always a but. There's always a but. Did you never watch Dr. Phil, Betty? I know you use my Dr. Phil phrases because I've heard you do it. Believe me, you're not the only one who's done it. Tater tried to do it too, that tube top travesty thing. But look, if there's not supposed to be a but. There can be a however, but there's not supposed to be a but.
No crimes.
No crimes.
You are everything that is wrong with law enforcement. So guys, you go make it a great Friday.
Wow.
Be back here at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. You're not going to want
Sumner County is everything that's wrong with law enforcement because Betty broke the law and got arrested for it. Okay.
Miss this. We are going to be discussing the Leilani and Quinton Simon case. We're going to get a snapshot.
Okay, we're done, Betty. I'm not going to debate the Quinton Simon case with her right now. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. Not yet. I will. Oh, no wonder I can't never find her. I keep putting in the thing in the wall instead of what her name is. No wonder I can't find her. Oh my Lord, that's not nice. I shouldn't say that. That's really not nice. But, you know, it is what it is. It's not the meanest thing that could be said, you know. I just choose not to go any lower, you know. I think I'm being nice.
With Spectrum Internet and
Oh
Spectrum
Lord, I
Mobile,
just got here and there's an ad already. Oh, YouTube don't like me.
It's a bad look to be worried about getting
Okay.
fired.
No. This okay. This we're gonna watch some of T-Rev 757 discussion with Cher. Now I'll give credit where credit is due, of course. She did ask some questions. She did try to get some answers. You'll hear. Him on the other hand, yikes. Hey, Joanne. But let's get it now. Some of you probably seen this or seen some of it. Some of you haven't. It's interesting. Y'all make up your own minds, have your own thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments or in the chat so we can talk about it. But this is something else. Let's go.
I want to hear. Again, a lot of you are familiar with him.
And I will
only
be putting links in chat or in the description after to these videos. If you want to go to the thing in the wall and watch the whole video, the link will be in the description. Yeah, I'll even put Betty's link in the description. We're supposed to. Hey, Jay. Hey, Deborah.
Because he kept coming up in Sebastian's case because he got close to Seth Rogers. Look, some of y'all are already wrong. You all said he'll be no call, no show, no whatever, but y'all are already wrong on dude. Uh-oh.
And the boys are accessing
They were saying you were gonna be no
sites
show.
on school computers. I know.
I don't know. And what?
The fifth graders got caught doing that. A couple of them got caught doing that last year. I'm like, how do you learn so young? It's crazy.
Why are you named a dinosaur? Is your name
dinosaur?
T-Rev for real, or is it like Trev?
Yeah.
Okay.
I changed it. I was young Trev at first, and I was like, nah, there's too many youngs out here, like music wise.
That's
I changed it. You know?
Oh, do you do music as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going back to school for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. What's up? Who said I wasn't coming? Like, what?
I don't know. Like 100 different people. I don't know.
That's funny.
Okay, so like I didn't really know much about you, but holy shit! So
I gotta
I'm live
ask.
streaming.
I got a serious question. I gotta ask. I've been asking for months and I just can't get an answer. Why does he wear a hat so much bigger than his head? Is that the new thing? I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. He's back to school for music. I know the program and the kind of programs he's talking about. So I could say some things, but I'm not. I'm being really nice today, and I'm just not. But yeah, okay. Yeah.
And I'm on one of what I like to call our power panel with a bunch of my creator friends, Justin and Mandy and Brittany, and just a bunch of other creators. And a lot of us disagree on a lot of things, and we disagree on something. So I love that kind of panel, where it's not
for sure.
Everyone's not kissing.
It's Norse musings.
want critical thinking, right? You want
Yeah.
people from all different directions. You want people thinking and believing or looking down avenues on their own rather than just going based off of the content that we do or
Okay, now
the
there's
things that we
just
pitch. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Right, exactly. And I feel
I
like
can't. I got to figure out how to word it so it doesn't come out wrong and people take it the wrong way. But let's just say there's people that get these grants to go to these programs like he's talking about. Usually it's at what do you call it, a local university, you know what I mean? Like not as well, I guess it is state, but anyway, never mind. But let's just never mind, because no matter how I say it, it's gonna piss people off. I just, there's some shortfalls to that program, to those programs, unfortunately, and which will end up, it may have by now here, I don't know, end up changing the requirements for the program and make it harder for the people that really wanted and needed the program, the assistance, the financial assistance to be able to go to school, while there was others that would just take the grants and the money that was left, because there'd be a chunk of money left over, a little chunk, at least at one time. I don't know if that's changed, but yeah, unfortunately I've seen a lot of it anyway. It's just, there's always good and bad together, I guess. Hey, Kay, mashing up things. Yeah, community college. Thank you. I couldn't believe I couldn't get that out. And it would piss me off because I'd be sitting there listening. I'm like, there's somebody that would have loved to have had that opportunity. And they wouldn't have, did it for those reasons. And, yeah. And, some do it just for the first semester because that's when, the financing comes through. It's messed up. I don't know. Good luck to you. I hope you do good. I hope you get your degree or whatever it is you're going after.
Such a fair conversation because, I mean, we all don't agree. You know what I'm saying? So we the conversation goes everywhere. They're great. So,
good for you, Mickey. Good for you. I'm just saying they take advantage of the programs. Sadly there are. I've seen it done many times. Of the programs for the financial aid and stuff. And I don't know. I'm just guess I'm tainted. I don't know. But good luck to you, T-Rev. I hope you stick with it. I hope you get whatever it is you're going for.
We were talking about Sebastian Rogers, and so I think what made me actually message you was because I was watching you because Seth was all up in your shit, and so there was a picture being shown, and it was inside Seth's apartment or house or something, and I just remember they said T-Rev took this. And he snuck the picture, and I said, well, why didn't he just ask for a selfie type of thing? And that's when I texted you. I'm like, okay, your name is like you were just coming up like 100 times that night where I was like, okay, I want to go directly to T-Rev then, right? As much as I love anyone telling me this or that, I still want to hear for myself, of course. So because I was saying, as soon as I schedule this conversation and then we reschedule from Friday to tonight, oh man, that gave that 3 days for people to hit my inbox. Don't you even, I'm unsubbing if you even give them a platform to talk. And wild. And I'm like, he's probably getting the exact same bullshit about talking to me. So because
it goes both. You're right. You hear shit. It's
quite hated.
I like to fill people out for myself. I listen.
I've never even looked. I don't know. Someone told, I heard through the grapevine that that's what Griffney was putting out there. I don't know. I've never even looked. Do we even know what his real name is? It's a private entity, GGB. Well, you can use your grants for them. I don't know. Just do the thing. Don't just do what some of my experience with some that have abused the grant process.
And I'll see what people are saying, but I also like to feel things out for myself. So at the same time, like I'm not gonna not mess with someone because someone told me something. I'm gonna go find out for myself and talk, have a conversation, and then make my thoughts, put my thoughts in after that.
It's at least worth a conversation.
Anybody know why he wears such big hats? I really need to know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, okay, let's just start with the Sebastian Rogers situation, because you got close to Seth Rogers, Sebastian Rogers' biological father. You got pretty close, as I got close with Summer Wells's family, and that is a mess.
Oh, that's his buddy, Don Wells. That's his buddy.
Dude. Okay, well, we're gonna get there, but that
talk on the phone every night. But people say that I was bullshitting.
But yet, everybody put that off on Chris and Katie, saying they knew all about the Wells and were connected, when allegedly Seth is the one connected and buddies with Dawn and talks to him on the phone, if this is even true. But would it surprise me? Absolutely not. And of course, they've tried to spin that and put that on Chris and Katie for how long now? It's like, look, y'all, you can't have it both ways. They keep putting out so much stuff, I don't think they can keep up with it. North American politics, it's just the style. Cool name. Yeah, he uses a spirit box. Yeah, I actually just watched his spirit box, his two recent ones with Sebastian. Captain Ganja, good to see you. They're bad. They're really bad. I mean, I've watched a lot of these people using spirit boxes. Yeah, he needs to stick to his other channel. I don't even think I can review even part of it. It's really, but they're bad. Oh boy. Heck, me and Traders did a live with a spirit box app, and we got more out of ours than he did. We didn't get shit out of ours. Yeah, no.
Let's just get straight to it.
How does that happen though? Okay, let's just start right there. So he talks to Don Wells. That's his friend. You think they get along good?
He told me that he talked to him.
Okay.
But I've heard also otherwise too, other stuff.
Oh yeah.
It is what it is. Like you can talk to whoever you want, but it's just, my thing is this. At first, everything, I wanted to do anything that I possibly could to help Seth, and it turned into something that it completely should have never been. He had my girl that I'm with now. He had her helping him, right? And he turned it into like this relationship type of thing. Like when I got there, I immediately was feeling the vibes. Like, damn, like this is weird.
Okay, so let me go back. I'm smoking, so I'll turn my camera
Is that why you moved in with her in less than 24 hours? I'm just saying. Yeah, that's just a whole weird situation too. Hey, Shelly. I mean, that like, he goes to Tennessee, allegedly going to stay at Seth's, and before the night's out, he's moved in with this chick. Oh no, the whole thing on all ends smells funny. All ends. I'm talking about Seth's, his, hers, all of it. Something just smells funny about the whole situation.
No, you're good. You're good.
But okay, so let me just kind of like interview style. So Sebastian Rogers, what got you? So Seth Rogers, how did you and Seth Rogers connect? What was that about? What got you in Sebastian's case to even connect? Like, let's start from the very beginning. Tell me that.
I was covering Madeline Soto at the time.
Okay.
And the similarities there as far as that case with you got mom, stepdad, then you got mom.
No similarities at all. None. You're talking about a young girl that was brutalized for years and then brutally murdered by the ex-boyfriend. Wasn't even a current, allegedly, current boyfriend. Yeah, no, not similar.
Stepdad here, and it happened in the same day, damn near, right?
Yep.
So
yep.
I was doing a session on my second channel, and
Both of them on the spectrum as well.
Yes. Who was it? Somebody came in chat and asked me to ask a question about Sebastian, and I didn't know anything about the case at the time.
I don't believe that's ever been confirmed about Soto either, but I could be wrong.
And ever since I started digging into the case, that's really how I found the case, was from a subscriber coming in the comments and saying, can you ask this about Sebastian, please? And that's where it all started at.
That's how it goes for someone, so that makes sense. And so
ZMM says she's 45. Why can't she pick up branches? Laziness. Honest opinion. Laziness.
In the case, were you doing it more for followers, or it did?
No, this is passion.
Somehow passion. Okay.
Now, followers don't motivate me. I mean, you of course, anybody sees followers, they go up and you're like, yeah, cool, as a content creator. But for me, it's the passion. I love this shit, and that's why I've taken off and not been live and not done certain things, because one, I will never let a community force me to do what they want.
Sure is, Patricia, and posted it.
Me to do. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, and if I want to come and do it, I'm gonna come and do it. If I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Nobody moves the needle with T-Rev. T-Rev makes his own decisions. I'm talking about my damn self, and that's just it is what it is. I'm gonna come and speak when I want to speak. I don't speak when people want me to speak, and that's just what it turns into. You know what I mean? Like the situation, it got so sticky when I got here in Tennessee. It got fucking weird. Excuse my language. It got super
I bet.
It did. Like,
okay,
let's
kind of go. Okay, so because I have like ADD or ADHD, I don't even know, but for my mind, okay, so you
no, okay, he moved out and left his other girlfriend. Okay, wow, so he doesn't, no information shows up about him in the PA system as being an inmate. Well, their team member's the one putting it out there.
And same for me. People wonder why I don't just jump on the bandwagon every single case for me. And I think it's that it shows what cases stick with me because of my history and all.
You weren't okay. What I was saying and lost my train of thought is, don't anybody find it weird that he was going to Tennessee for this stuff and happened to take everything that he could possibly pack and carry with him to move there, and wasn't at Seth's very long before he was moved in with this chick? I mean, it's just weird. It's just weird. He was not Madeline's stepfather. Exactly.
Certain cases just pull at me and I get deeper into that. With Summer Wells' case, I didn't want to go too deep in Sebastian's case because I already smelt the fuckery that seemed already 10 times hotter than what I was already dealing with in the Wells' situation. So I didn't want to go that deep.
You were part of the mess of the Wells' situation. You forget the inappropriate pictures you like to send to missing children's fathers. You were a big part of it. Stop with all the stuff with the Wells, because you were going to get them to confess everything they know. Well, that didn't happen because they didn't have nothing to confess, huh?
Follow along like everybody else.
I know. She's got all these recordings she's going to play, but 3 years now, she hasn't played none of them.
Right, so I was listening to you, listening to everyone where everybody was. Okay, so you get pulled. Your heart finds something in this case that draws you in. You Absolutely. Take on this case. How do you connect with Seth Rogers? How'd that happen?
Who couldn't connect with a grieving father? Who the hell you don't have a heart if you don't connect with a grieving father or a grieving mother or a grieving family member that has lost someone to, or one, went missing, or two, was brutally murdered. Who doesn't connect with people like that? Now, do I?
And you're a father, right? Too. So
yes, absolutely. And the thing about that, right, when it comes to it, I connected with him at first, and everything seemed good. But once you get to know someone, and it goes on, more stuff comes out, and that's kind of what happened with Seth and I. Is when I got here, everything just started unfolding here in Tennessee. When I say here, I mean from Indiana to Tennessee. It got weird.
Did you reach out to Seth then? Like you made, like, or he was here?
Fire, good to see you. How are you? It's good to see you.
Already aware who you were and made the first move? Because you know, as us as creators, sometimes these people get a hold of us first, right? So
yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to really. I think it was maybe he contacted or we contact. I forget exactly how it happened, but I don't know. Now I'm thinking. I'm like, damn, is it? Was it a
T-Rev and his raps are C-rap, and always have been since the Kylie Rodden case, when he took her music without permission and released it from SoundCloud. What? Yikes. Doing good. Hey, Vivian. Doing good, Spitfire. I'm glad you're doing good. It's good to see you in chat.
Message. I don't know what it
was.
Like
I Facebook messaged Don Wells and it sat in his
well, he don't have Facebook.
Oh no. Oh yeah, he says that. So how did that come about? So like
yeah. I think it was
DNA. Yeah, he sure was screaming for DNA, wasn't he? Sure was.
No, I want to say it was email.
We are not talking about anybody's children. We're just talking about him wanting a DNA test. Let's make that clear.
They emailed me when I was live saying I'm Seth Rogers, blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, we got Seth Rogers who's gonna come on the air, and I'm gonna interview him.
So he did make the first step,
right?
I heard rumors he did, so I was wondering.
Yes, it was definitely him. That
guys, I got something to play for you after this. Chopper made a song about for me. I'm gonna play it at the end of this. It's really good. Hey, Chopper.
Emailed me, and from there we connected, we talked, we got on the phone, we were on the phone for hours a damn day, and that's when the whole staccato shit had came to fruition, right? Like literally, that's when I was asked out of nowhere. I was talking about guns that I had owned and stuff like that, and it got to like, well, Dan, big baller, why don't you get me a staccato? Like, what? That's exactly what it came to. I was like, what's a staccato? I looked it up on the internet. I'm on the freaking computer in my room in the studio.
This is Seth Rogers asking you.
Yeah, 100%.
For a pistol? So that's actually a true thing that happened?
100%. I put that on my life.
Where? Yeah. Like how? Like in an email or?
We were talking about guns. I was walking around, right? I'm like, yo, I was like, damn, man, I love my 9, but, I was just talking about guns that I like and, would carry, etc. And it got to, he was like, he brought up something about money. See, that's the thing, is that I've never mentioned anything about money to that dude a day in my life. So when people were like, I heard what he said on Britney saying that I bragged about money. And anybody who hangs around me knows I don't brag about money. That's something that I don't sit there and talk about.
What money is there to be bragged about? What's going on?
That's what I'm saying. People were claiming I was making, you made $20,000 in this long, and
what?
You made this. Yeah, no doubt, counting pockets, like weird. It's super weird.
Was Seth offering money for you to?
I gave Seth money.
Oh, you gave Seth money?
I gave Seth money. I gave him the money that we. I gave
Maybe they thought you were getting that GoFundMe money or something set up. But I mean, like, that dude's been off of work for several months, 8 months now, and all that. But anyway, that's here and there.
People, for some reason, people thought he was still working at that damn place. He was never working there.
So the gun thing, because I don't want to. That's one of the things that was on my notes for you.
That's the thing that scared me a little bit, and I say scared as in, who knows, like, why would somebody ask you to buy a pistol or any gun whatsoever? It doesn't matter what gun it is. Anybody who asks you to get the gun and sign it over to them it's sus to me.
So this was like, do you feel like this was like a real thing?
I don't know. I don't like this guy. I don't care for him, and I damn sure don't trust him. But just something in my gut tells me he's not lying about this. There's some truth to it. What the whole truth is, you know what they say, there's his side, the other one's side, and somewhere in between the truth. Yeah.
This was two guys just, locker talk, like bullshit, you know what I mean? Like guys talk.
I don't know. It sounded serious to me. If somebody's asking me to, grab that for me and you can, when you come down here, you can sign it over. That type of thing. That's exactly what was said.
Oh, he wanted it signed over because the rumor had it that he wanted an unregistered pistol.
You can't sue me over the truth. Try it. Let's go.
But did he want it unregistered?
He said he's got proof.
He wanted it signed from me. He didn't say anything about. We didn't really talk about those details. It was more of, big baller, get this. Like what?
Do you know why he wears such big hats? Because I don't. I've been asking for months, and no one can seem to tell me why he wears hats so big. But I don't know.
What do you mean big baller get this? And that's where things that got sus from that day forward. It got sus. And then it just got worse and worse.
Exactly.
Okay,
all financial.
So you guys are talking about guns. He says big baller, and he names a specific.
He says he did, Michelle.
Gun. What is that? Okay.
That's the staccato, which is, I guess I didn't even know what the gun.
Hey, Betty. MCW. Yeah, he says he did.
Was. I guess it takes 2 different types of bullets or something like that.
And
I don't know.
In your mind, you're hearing this. What's going through your mind as this man with a missing child asking about a gun? So I'm hearing it was he asked you specifically for an unregistered pistol, but it kind of seems like that's not really the case.
Well, he asked for the gun.
Yeah.
Point blank period. If I would have said, yeah, I'm going to buy it right now, he sign it over when you come to Tennessee. That's exactly what was said. It wasn't, we're going to go down to the courthouse and just sign it over. It was none of that. It was just straight up,
And Seth can't actually have guns though, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not. I think he can. I'm not all up in.
So he could go buy his own pistol. He doesn't need a T-Rev to go buy him a.
Thank you. Exactly.
Right? Okay.
So, yeah.
Like there's no felonies or no orders against him where he's hurt people, so he can't have a weapon, right?
Yeah,
not that you know of. Yeah.
That I know of. And and when I got here, right? When I got here in Tennessee, like I said, shit got weird because in his mind, he thought that he was dating somebody who he wasn't even. He didn't kiss. They didn't have sex. They didn't do nothing. So the fact that you think that you're dating someone who was there.
Again, that's one of them things where the truth meter's just not going up on that one there, T-Rev dude. In my gut, in my opinion, there was some things going on there that you're not being totally honest about, or she's not being totally honest about. Well, we already know the other party has not been totally honest, but yeah, I don't know to the extent. Don't care, but I do believe there was. Situations to make it seem that it was more than it was. Anyway, I guess. I don't know. It just, I'm not buying that. I think there was more of a situation there than is being acknowledged. I don't know.
They're helping you to find your son, and you're more worried about a piece of ass than finding your son and trying to hook up with somebody who was there, dedicating their time, put their own money for it.
Oh yeah, her
doing what
still on here. I bet he's not. Her channel should still be on here. Hindsight, he didn't give 20K for nothing, or 12K. Yeah, that's another alleged rumor. That. No, I don't know. I just know things just don't smell right. But, I wasn't there.
Whatever, to try to help you find your son, and you're getting leads from this person. This person is investigating around the night, trying to sleuth things out, giving him locations that he's not going to. He's ignoring that and trying to have a relationship. This shit was super weird. I'm telling you right now, it's weird. I stand on it. I don't give a shit what he says. And the fact that he's putting out information like I stole CPS papers, dude. I have the email from you.
Lord.
Literally, it's from your email.
Because that one interview, I swear they were all in that same house. Seth was right outside. But that's just my opinion.
Email. What are you talking?
Just a whole mess. And that little boy is not being totally honest. You see, that's where he loses his credibility. And then when he is trying to tell the truth about a situation, nobody can believe him. Because he only wants to tell a partial truth. He doesn't want the whole truth out there. You've heard that before.
Like you called me and said,
Do you record, Seth? Or is that don't want to say
One
it? So like
time.
any calls you have with him are like, so with me, like I recorded Don Wells a lot, and there's a lot I don't have on my channel, but the law has, like, maybe you don't want to say, I'm sorry. Maybe you don't want to say right now. One time. So like the whole phone call with the pistol thing, that's not recorded?
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
In fact, we were having a personal conversation behind the scenes, and it caught me off guard. You know how just when you meet somebody, this guy's grieving, you're hearing him cry to you on the phone, and I mean that's what we really connected, because I'm hearing him cry, right? And I'm connecting with it deeply. Like I'm already into this case, and so my heart's all the way in it. And I'm hearing the father speak and cry, and I'm feeling for him, So again, when he caught me off guard with some things, and when I had first got here, the next thing that threw me off guard was the way that he was talking to his team. Okay, like I want to see how far this dick can shove down your throats and shit like that. You know what I mean? And people could attest to that. Anybody who was at that table can attest to what I'm saying right now. It was super weird. I don't like shit like that. I don't like people who talk like that. I don't like people who harass women like that. That's exactly what it was. I want to see how far this dick can touch your tonsils.
Okay, so let's go back to your girlfriend, because that's something I had in my notes for you, because that's what we're talking about, right? So you said
that's really gross talk. Yeah, I'm staying in the yellow on this one. There won't be much AdSense money. It'll be very, very limited, if any.
I thought there was a relationship with this girl. Now, rumor from what I heard, and one of the reasons I texted you was, so this girl was sent in to lead Seth into believing there could be a relationship. I did hear she did allow him to, she really put herself on the line. You know what I'm saying? She was, I guess, allowing some things to go on that would lead a grown man to believe he had a shot with this other girl.
Where's that at? Where's that at? Because from what I've witnessed sitting right here, I've never seen nothing. When I was there, nothing, not touching, not hands, not nothing.
Did you know her?
People who don't touch each other, are they kissing from fucking 20 feet away? And like what's going on? Like, I'm being dead serious. People who are in a relationship, there's going to be something there. You ain't going to be sitting on this couch over here to the far left and this person over there to the far right. Baby, I'm coming in and holding you. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here with that. There was nothing.
What about in their own private, texting? For sure. I did my shit with Don Wells. I sent him pictures, everything. Did she do anything like that?
Not that I see. I literally texting him right in front of me, showing me the messages, reading them to me, and damn, I can't believe he really thinks this. Right. I'm literally watching them text each other. I'm sitting right there looking at the messages, so I've seen them.
Because was that your girlfriend? I'm sorry. Because for me, T-Rev, for me, I don't know. I really don't know this from afar. So I'm coming to you with just what I've heard, which is why I wanted to come to you, because we know how these streets get. But absolutely. Did you tell me? Did you know this girl before all of this? Rumor has it, of course, you knew her and you sent her in to do this.
I didn't send nobody in to do anything.
Why did someone say her channels were gone? I just reviewed her. Her channels are up.
Put me on the phone. Here's a team member of mine, Michaela. He didn't say this is my girlfriend. He didn't do that. He said this is a team member of mine.
He introduced you to her.
He started saying, now there was an incident that happened, and he started to say it was his girlfriend, right? And I asked her, I was like, are y'all dating? What's going on? No, absolutely not. And that's when I started seeing them converse in text messages, right? She would do it right in front of me and read them to me, and then show them to me. So literally, he had it in his mind that because he was obsessed with her or some shit, it got super weird. To the point that she wasn't. Wait a minute.
That don't make sense. So you're telling me you was already messing with her because you moved in with her the same day or the next morning that you got to Tennessee, rather quickly. And then you were asking her if they were boyfriend and girlfriend after you already living there hitting it? Okay. Oh. Don't you think maybe you should ask that before you moved in there? But, y'all didn't waste no time. How long were you in Tennessee before you moved in with her? Even including staying there. You may not have claimed you were living there the first night or two, but you know what I mean.
She's back home again because
that's whatever.
She felt weird from all the vibes that were going on.
Camber.
The weird shit with Robin. I guess there was an incident with her and Robin, and that's something she didn't like her. People were talking smack. You know how it goes. But that's what happened. I didn't see one indication. We were over at his house. Why weren't they holding hands or anything? I'm confused. Yeah. If somebody is dating someone, aren't you going to be sitting next to each other holding hands and doing some romantic shit?
Yeah, you'd at least be able to tell. There was something. I think. Okay, so exactly. you didn't know her. Okay, so you didn't send her. Now this picture. Another rumor I heard.
Okay. So you weren't even talking to this girl prior to going to Tennessee? Because I thought differently. I thought you and her were online girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. So, but you're making it seem like until you got there and went to Seth's house, you didn't even know nothing about this chick. So what the hell? Did you move in within 24 to 48 hours of meeting? Yikes. And, ooh, okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm asking questions. That's what it seems like. Oh.
You took this picture in Seth's house. I was all like, why didn't he just ask for a selfie?
They do.
Why did you take that picture? I just have to know.
Okay, so all right, that's easily explainable. Like, I was
okay, cool.
Like, yeah, I'm here with Seth, and people were like, oh, I don't know, are you really? And I snapped the picture and just dropped it in Discord, thinking it's not a big deal, you know. Like, I literally pulled it out and bang. So that's just how it was.
Josh said, the lab. Josh.
Is that the person that robbed your grandmother? Oh,
what?
My bad.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
I'm not letting them do that to you. So anyway, he said, did Seth bang your girlfriend? Not gonna lie, that is the rumor on the street that they actually did hook up, but I don't know.
There's rumors everywhere. There's rumors about people everywhere.
No, I don't.
Like, my thing is this: either you're gonna be a dumbass and believe everything that you hear, or you're gonna actually talk and see what people are saying and listen to hear things out. Not just go off the knack of what people put out. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm coming
to you. That's why I'm
coming to you. That, like, for me, I see everything. So when people talk shit, I see it. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't ask me questions. If you talk shit about me, keep your shit over there to the left. Don't speak to me. Straight up. Like, keep yourself in check. If you talk shit about me, then keep your ass where you're at. It's as simple as that. That's exactly how I look at it. Because so many people on this platform are fake as shit. I've watched everybody fold my eyes for no reason. So it's like, okay, you want to fold because people put out some fake ass lies about me? Go ahead, fold over that. Well, but when you come back to me,
no, there were some receipts shown. T-Rev, they weren't fake ass lies. You're fake. You're a wannabe. That's it. But no, there was some receipts shown there. T-Rev 757.
Get the hell out of here. I don't want to talk to you.
We have to expect this kind of shit too, though, right? Because when we put ourselves in these situations, we know that people are gonna, I mean, we just know we have to expect it, right? And like, for me, like, yeah, it gets to me too, but if we get so defensive, like, don't let it get you so defensive, because then it makes,
I mean, you gotta be, you honestly, like, these people will come and sit in front of your face.
Exactly. It's exactly, Camilo. I'm like, well, which is it? Hey, Rowdy, good to see you. How are you?
Talk about how much they F with you and how much they, you know, if I ever had a problem, I'd come and talk to you. And then you watch every single one of these people who were clout chasing you fold right in front of you and turn into somebody completely different because they want to run with some popular opinion that's going around. That shit's weird.
So without me, let's just interview off the table, whatever. Let's just, I don't want to interrupt you. Just say your piece because, you know, the rumor has been going. I have you here now and I want to hear from you.
Fast? Do you want me to turn it down? I can turn it down if it's too fast.
You right? I didn't want to just go with. I want to hear from you. So if you want to just tell your story. So you said some shit went down. Like, okay, so you met actually Tony Mathis. Like, just give me tell me a story. Tell me a story. Tell me everything that happened. What happened? Like, where did the love end? Just tell me. I see the chat is kind of going crazy. I'm watching chat, but I'm ignoring it.
It's all good. Me too. I haven't even looked at it one time.
Okay, so tell me this. Just tell me the story. Your truths. Your interactions with Sebastian Rogers' father. The mask of Tony Mathis for Sebastian's father. Like, what? Okay, so just tell me a story. I'm sparking my joint. Let me hear it.
Yeah, right. That sounds like a good idea, right? No, but when it comes to the whole entire story, when I had talked to Seth, I was going through a situation, you know, with my girlfriend at the time, right? And she wasn't even my girlfriend at the time. Like, people think that I was like cheating on her, like she's put out, but in reality, I broke up with her in March. So the fact that
this chick's not even your girlfriend anymore?
You broke up with her in March, but you still stayed living together as a couple and acting and behaving like a couple. Okay, got it. Athena's addressed all this.
She wasn't my chick then.
She was never your girlfriend. Okay.
In March at that time, I broke up with her like March 3rd, right? As the day I broke up with her. So, you know, she put out this narrative that, you know, I was like cheating on her with Seth's girlfriend, which wasn't even his girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just some weird shit that went on, and that's where it started at. I was talking to Seth every day, and it progressed. He progressed. I got close to, you know, people on his team, etc. And that's when shit got shaky. Because it was weird. Like, I was put into this position. I was being looked at.
Exactly, Jazz. Same thing I was saying. Makes no sense. She's got power. She's got internet. She's good.
It's like, damn, this guy's coming in and stealing the show. Like, nah, isn't this about your son? Like, I'm confused. You know what I mean? Like, if there's something going on with some people and y'all are in a, you know, relationship, or if that's what it was, I can read that. That's easy to read when somebody's in a relationship, and I definitely wouldn't step on my friend's toes. You couldn't pay me to do a friend dirty, right? You couldn't pay me to mess with.
You needed a place to live.
But a friend's girlfriend or anything to that level. So if that is the case, And that's really what it is. Why lie and say it's something that it's not? Because it would never was.
Living off her in her parents' basement.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It started. He didn't say anything
again.
about it, and then he mentioned it later on down the road. He mentioned like, you know, this girlfriend thing, and I asked her too, because we were talking. Me and her were talking on a serious level. So I asked her, I was like, "Damn, homie's like thinking you're his girl." Straight up, I said it to her straight up. I was like, "If that's the case, like, why are you talking to me like this?" And she proved me wrong. She pulled her phone out and started showing me every message, and proved me absolutely wrong, because I believed in my head, damn, this she's fucking with Seth, right? In my head at the time,
Right.
But until when I seen all those messages, I was proved wrong right on the spot, and quickly realized that Seth was more worried about a piece of ass than finding Sebastian, and that's just as simple as that. I stand on that. When it comes to Tony and meeting everybody, that happened when I got down here. You know what I mean? And at that time, shit was already weird. The staccato thing had happened at that. You know, by then, when I first got here the first night, we all went.
Wait a minute. How did you see the text messages if you didn't even meet them till you got down there? And you guys were just talking over the phone or whatever.
Out to dinner, and that's when Seth's at the table talking about shoving his D word, you know, down these women's throat right in front of me. I'm sitting at the table like, damn, this dude is super disrespectful to women. His own team. You know what?
Several people that were at that table have made that stuff, have made those accusations, and I just believe it. That's how he talks, because look how he talks on panels. But you know, Griffin and all them said, "Oh, it wasn't true. We had the real dude in here, and he said it never happened." Oh. Multiple people at that table said it happened.
Literally, one of the chicks that moved to Florida. Like, I don't even think she's on his team anymore.
They only met when he arrived there. Exactly.
And this is 4 or 5 of us at the table when he's talking about, I just want to see how far this dick can touch your tonsils, etc. And I just don't talk like that. So when I'm hearing that, like, it really rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, as soon as we got in the car, we started leaving. I told my girl straight up, I said, I do not like that. I'm done. I can't do it. Not only do I not like it, the staccato, all this shit is weird. I got to cut ties. I'm not about to just sit here and act fake and be friends with somebody or act like friends with somebody for whatever, you know, like I don't need that. Seriously.
So that when it ended with you, did Seth Rogers say that?
Not buying it. Not buying it. The friendship ended because of the girl. Come on. He knows Smoke was faking who he was. He was in on that. I truly believe that. Hey, see Nikki. Hey, Nurse Bev. I truly, yeah, no. The girl ended the friendship. The girl came between the friendship. No matter what, Seth, Sean, whatever you want to call him, thought he was in some kind of situation with the girl. Oh, that's a whole weird dynamic of passes. Hey, Squirrel Girl.
That kind of stuff. He said that like out in the open in front of everyone.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, and that girl was there. Or was this kind of like, this wasn't just like, you know, guy talk? Like, I don't know, guys talk gross. You know, like
it was no. This is a little bit further than guys. I mean,
okay.
We're talking about a 15-year-old boy that is missing, and you at the table more worried about your dick poking tonsils than us talking about the plan to what's going on. Like, what are we gonna do? Where can we go to look at? Where can we go post stuff at? Where can we? It was nothing like that. It was super weird. It was the oddest shit ever, and it was pervy as hell.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know how these streets work. Are those ever going to be like? Will that female ever show the conversations, or have it been shown and I missed it? I don't know. Is there a receipt somewhere? You know how the receipts go on these streets.
When it comes to what kind of receipts we talking about?
Well, you said you could tell by the girls' text messages.
Absolutely.
Does she have those? Like, would those are those going to be like accessible?
Of course she has them.
Yeah. Are you going to put those out sometime, or will she?
I mean, if people want to read them that bad.
I mean,
I'm curious. I don't want to read messages of a dude literally that's got in his mind that he's talking to some chick and made up all
the thing is like, when we say things like this though, and we know how it irks people, like, you know what I mean, like when we say things like, when I come up and say, so when you saying this, like, yeah, no, I wish, like, I see what you're saying, because I had similar encounters with Don. So yeah, when Don Wells is more worried about getting me to come spend the night with him and go do all these things and fuck his wife, you know, but your daughter's missing, like, yeah, I see. So I see what you're saying, but at the same,
if any of that happened, it was because of you. Come on, are you kidding me? You should stay in the wall. You really should. Why were you sending him inappropriate pictures? Why were you having inappropriate talks like that with them in the first place? Because you thought you was going to get them to confess to you.
Same time, like, I absolutely will be putting those receipts out one day. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. No doubt.
as
I mean,
much as like
you know,
it's
I
sick and we
can't
shouldn't
answer
want to
for
see.
her. I can't answer for her. I do want to say this to you and cut it right now. I can't make her put out something that.
No, of course not. No.
If she wants to, that's on her own cognizance. I can only do what I can do.
But you can
If she wants to
understand.
put 'em out, go ahead, baby, put them out.
Yeah.
I know she's watching right now. Then we put them out. You know, if you want to put them out, put them out. If you don't want to, then you don't want to. But yeah, they should. You know, if you want to, if people want to read them that bad, I'm sure. You know, because she was gonna put some stuff out before, but then she was like, you know what? I don't want to do that for Sebastian. I feel bad for that boy. As simple as, and that's where we left it, and that's where I've been going for a little bit. Took a little time off. I'm sitting here seeing all these different things going on. People like making up the dumbest shit. So it's like, I'm gonna come back when I'm ready to come back. I'm not. I need a little bit of time.
You're not doing lives right now?
No, I am.
Okay.
I just get back and I'm getting back on my shit. I took my time off and got my mind right, because at some point I started seeing all this crazy shit being said, and I'm like, you know what? People want to force me to come up here and speak about something that just is not true. I'm not doing it. When I want to come out is when I'm gonna come out. I don't come out when people.
Are you gonna you'll do like a whole video? Like, I don't know. There's like the whole.
I did it last night.
Did you fake cancer? Something?
No,
cancer,
absolutely not.
faking cancer?
Absolutely not.
What's that about?
Athena was with me at the hospital when they said it and went to every.
No, I just asked. I don't know, so I'm just asking.
So when it comes to like this fake cancer narrative bullshit,
when was this,
dude? Don't go there. Don't go there. Which cancer time? Because didn't you tell people you had just a little bit of blood cancer? Wasn't that the second time you had cancer in like a year? In a matter of months? Yeah. Didn't have that either, did you? Didn't think so. It's called leukemia.
When did you supposedly fake? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We're bringing that back.
Totally. I'm talking about before I even really took off on YouTube.
Okay. And so what happened?
Who was I pandering to? Who was I trying to get? Somebody was like, people you wanted people to feel bad for you. What, the two live viewers that I had? Like, what are we talking about?
Two
live viewers that I had for the years that I had them. Like, what are we really talking about?
So how did this come about? Like, what's the what?
I was at the hospital and the doctor said I had spots on my lungs.
Okay.
You also claimed you had blood cancer too. You had just a little bit of it, you said. Yeah. You've now claimed to have two different types of cancer.
I started smoking when I was 13. I'm 34. So
you got scared.
Yeah, no doubt. Not only did I get scared, I was told in my face that I had cancer and was put on medications and just a bunch of weird shit that I went through. And the fact that people that try to drive and say that it was fake or that I faked it, first of all, what would I have to fake something like that for? That is the dumbest shit ever. You would never fake nothing like that. And two, Athena was actually there at the hospital when I was told that and went to appointments with me. So the fact that she tried to flip and do some crazy psycho shit was like, damn.
Who's Athena? See, I'm way out the loop.
My ex that I was with her for about 4 years, I think. What's that? She said, you could show him my thick folder. Listen. Oh, damn. Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Wait, is that all from like
this is all stuff that'll come out at some, you got
Rogers? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, she has shit.
Oh, is that the one he was texting?
Yeah, that's
okay. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and she said that shit that will come out. Okay.
Oh yeah. She held off on it. She was gonna put it out like when people started talking smack, but I got into that. I was like, babe, I don't want to pay attention to none of that.
So you had to it was too much for you. You just told Seth, like, listen, like, I can't.
Is all the stuff that she allegedly stole from Seth to use against him. Hey, true crime Karens. Yeah, he also, I seen the video from his channel myself. He also had claimed to have blood cancer. Well, a little bit of blood cancer. His words, not mine. Yeah, he's claimed to have two different types of cancer. I'm just saying. Lung cancer don't go away, okay? Oh, I'm so sorry, Michelle. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Nick.
Do this, like, what's up?
I went live. Yeah, I absolutely. And I had to put it out there too about the whole staccato thing, because when somebody asks you something like that,
Yeah,
it's legal.
so if that's a folder of receipts, and dude, you've been raked over the coals. You lost a lot of supporters, subscribers. Why have you not put any of it out yet? Just wondering. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What do you need that gun for? What did you ask me that for? Why would you even ask me something like that? Or is somebody gonna get hurt? I would, you know how bad I would have felt on my conscience if somebody got killed or something because I didn't mention it.
Exactly.
So you hear these stories of things, and people could have prevented this or did that. That sat on my conscience every time that I went live. Like literally, when I see, I'm like, damn, that's this, all these weird different red flags. It threw me off. It really did. It threw me off.
You didn't go into talking to, like, I didn't hide it from Don Wells one bit. I said, where is your daughter? You're a liar. Where's your daughter at? Like, he knew all along my thoughts and feelings. I never hid it from him.
I don't think that he did anything to Sebastian.
Okay.
I don't believe it. I don't, I'm not going to go and say that, because I don't think that.
No, I appreciate that.
And I would, if I really did think that, I'd say it. No, it wasn't anything like that. It's more of the, whole girl, focus on a girl rather than focus on finding your son. Focus on these wrong things and asking the shit, obviously, about the staccato and the other shit of, seeing him and Tony, and it's just all weird vibes. When you're uncomfortable in a room,
I feel that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it was. And the weird shit, like, stuff that I don't do. I don't sit around and talk to females and tell them to blow me. You know what I mean? I don't do that. And especially when we're at a restaurant meeting up to talk about your son. I'm here and serious about helping you find your son. I wasn't here to listen to you tell me about how far you want to stick your dick down their throats while they're sitting in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I'm here for. So I can't rock with that. And I never will. I got my morals I have morals, obviously. Like, that's exactly why I stopped fucking with Seth.
Was there any money involved between you guys? Because that's something. Like,
I gave him money. He's never gave me time.
And did he give that girl money or help pay her rent or something?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Okay. Do you know where that originates from?
I don't know. That's she asked me that pretty all the time. Have you heard where it came from? I don't know where that came from. Who put that out? Who said that? Who put this out? Was it Seth that put that out? Was it who that put that out? Who's put this to the people? Like, she doesn't even know. We don't know.
So this girl, she just passed you that yellow folder. So this is the girl in question. That's your girlfriend now.
Yeah.
Who thing? Oh, okay. She wasn't before though.
Like, as far as before.
So like, okay.
Before coming to Tennessee, we weren't even dating. No.
You moved to Tennessee for Sebastian's case?
Yeah, I actually know. Me and her were going through some shit, right? And he's the one who put me in contact with her to rent a room. What are we talking about?
That's what I was. Okay, so that's why I was confused.
So Seth put him in contact with her to rent a room. Hadrian Farms. So therefore, he's trying to make us believe they weren't a couple, yet they'd already been talking. Which is it? I mean, it's like... he has morals, but we could have a drinking game on how many times he is going to try to say. His family luring Sebastian out of the house to get him away. Yes, he did. Could be. See, Nikki?
Like, Seth actually knew this girl before you knew her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to admit that. Dorby, you're right.
Absolutely. That's not a secret. Anybody who knows me knows that.
You didn't steal him from Seth? You stole her
Absolutely
from Seth?
not.
Is it like hot blood because you stole her from Seth or something?
Where's it? Yeah,
no, I'm just asking. I don't know.
My thing is this: when it comes to that, I hear people say that, and it's like,
hey guys, do me a favor. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. That's a YouTube thingy. Sub up if you're not subbed up. We also have poolside memberships. You could be a misfit like the rest of us. They will lock her up or fraud. Who?
Steal what? I didn't have to steal anything. It fell into my lap. Like, what are we talking about? It fell into my lap. I don't steal shit. I can't steal something that I'm not trying to steal. One. And two, it wasn't like I came here because I was going through some shit with my girl. We broke up in March and it got super toxic, right? It got to the point where it was so toxic that I had to go. And I chose to go. And she offered me a room to rent. And that is as simple as that. That's where it started at.
Okay.
We weren't talking like, yo, I want to get with you. It wasn't nothing like that. The things that me and her would talk about was Sebastian's case and, what her thoughts were, breakdowns or whatever. It was just about the case. It was nothing about sex or anything outside the lines of flirting. It was all about Sebastian. That's where I met her, and that's why I'm like, you know, it is what it is.
Damn.
Okay. There was no relationship, and then you went and spent one night and never left. Got it. Okay.
Okay, and you lived in Tennessee. So this all happened.
You found someone else.
Sebastian's case comes along.
Right.
Seth knows this chick. She's a part of his team.
Yeah.
And then Seth Rogers emails you, hey, what up, buddy? Blah, blah, blah. You guys make a friendship. Somehow then you move to Tennessee and you're living with this chick who no longer talks to Seth Rogers and has a big ass yellow folder on him.
Who know? What do you mean no longer talks to Seth?
Well, I don't know. Do they talk? Is Seth still talking?
No, I
to
mean,
your
like,
girlfriend?
no. You said like when I came here and then she no longer talked to Seth. Yes, she did. She was trying to work with him to find Sebastian. It was nothing else.
Right now she doesn't.
He didn't want to fuck him. That's when things got weird. You know what I mean? That is that type of thing.
Wait,
like that's exactly what it is.
He tried that?
When she didn't want a relationship, that's when he was angry and lashing out and I'm coming to get this and I'm coming to get that and I'm doing that. You know what I mean? It was like that
coming
type
to
of
get whoa, coming to get what?
Like, she was part of the team as well as
so he wants like paperwork.
Yeah, people, or not just paperwork. It was Sebastian's shoes and personal belongings. I'm talking about personal belongings of the team from different places that they're going to do these different. What is it?
Wait a minute. Why would she have personal belongings of Sebastian's or this so-called teams? I don't know, man. This,
you know how they're going out and posting literally flyers. She would print them all. She makes stuff. She makes merch. A lot of people don't know that she designed a lot of the stuff. She's an actual designer. Like she does this. Okay. She was designing everything for Seth. She was one of the main people in his team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A few other women, and I'm not going to name them.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, we don't.
I won't name those women, but there was other women involved too, and not just other women. A few people. There was a couple people. Men, you know, Tony was there. Crabtree, I met. Pascal, I met. There's tons of people that I've met that were trying to help. Yeah, absolutely. Pascal's a good person.
And so are you guys still, what's the deal? What is your girlfriend's name? Sorry. Michaela. Is she still, now, was she kicked off of the team then because she dated you? Like, how did this, like, is she still doing something to help find Sebastian? Like, what was she doing on the team?
You know, we both got served letters. Like it's a.
You were those.
And the funny part is I'm sitting there like, okay, you want to serve a letter? I bet you forgot that you texted me about when you text me about these things. So let's go to court. Let's do it because I'm gonna go right in there and show them right from your fucking number what you said to me. So let's do it. Let's rock. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna stop me from talking about nothing. 1 and 2, you've made it public, and 3, you text me about these things. So let's get it. At this point, it's on. People are like, put out the receipts. No, when he brings me to court, we'll put out the receipts.
So this comment here, JB, ask if he knows whether or not Seth had ever been invited or slept over at Michaela's. I don't know.
I mean, the teams were literally staying, like some people would stay together. You had people who had other personal stuff at their house. I'm not just talking about Seth. Other people too had personal tables and stuff that they were doing to help Seth. It was all in to help Seth find Sebastian. It wasn't for a get together to have sex or a get together to do all these different things that it was made out to be. It was a get together to help find his son. And the fact that it got so far off track about finding Sebastian was, you know, another reason.
Why? Okay, that that picture you took in the house. What was that? Okay, so it's like you're in there. I see like Seth kind of falling off of the chair.
Yeah.
It's okay. So, did you take that picture?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Okay, were you trying to?
He knows I did because I told him.
No, that's okay. Oh, you told.
You know what I mean? He knows that I did. I told him. He asked me if I took that. I was like, yeah, I took the picture and put it in Discord. People, there was a couple people like, no, you're bullshitting me when I said that I was right there in front of you. So yeah, snap.
Why didn't you just ask Seth for a selfie? Would he? Is he not that type of dude? Or
I didn't even think that he'd give a shit. I mean, it is
like,
what it is.
Okay, so like my conspiracy dumbass, like okay, tinfoil hat here. I thought maybe were you trying to show us something? Like what was up with that? Like what were you trying?
No. It was again. If you have to be on Discord.
About his braids. Hey Zion, snip, dog, snip. Yeah. Hey TJ. You need to go check out his ex-girlfriend. His receipts about him talking to the girl before he went to Tennessee because dummy left his phone in his ex-girlfriend's house and she went through it. Yeah, I've talked to Athena and I've watched the stuff she's put out. She showed receipts. He's a liar. He's definitely a liar. Hey, Senrisa. He is definitely a liar.
For to know, and there that night when I was in Discord, like, yeah, I'm right here by Seth. And people like, "No, you bullshitting me. You're this," and that's why I snapped the picture. I was like, "Am I bullshitting you?" Boom, boom.
Then say, "Hey, Seth,
That was it.
cheese, motherfucker." You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I thought that picture was a little weird. Not gonna lie, but
I mean, that's like people walking up to me on a camera and like, "Yo, why aren't you live right now?" You know, like, why didn't you ask me? It's the same thing. Like, I think the same way. I was like, "Yo, I didn't even think about that." Yeah, I get it, and I'm gonna stand on it. If I did it, I did it. I did that. I snapped the picture. I'm not gonna sit there and say that I didn't snap that picture, but Seth had asked me.
Well, you kind of can't when you're the one that posted it in your Discord, dumbass. You really kind of can't.
It wasn't nothing secretive. It literally wasn't. How is it?
It
secretive?
looks secretive as shit.
How is my
T-Rev, wait.
Yeah,
how is it
no.
secretive posting it publicly?
No, you can't bullshit a bullshitter though, T-Rev. Okay, like
Wrong.
that picture.
No,
like, because why are you taking
900 people in my Discord at the time? How am I bullshitting?
Hey, yo, don't holler at me though. Like, I'm not like giving you shit. I'm like, this is how hot to me. Like, if I want a picture of Seth Rogers and I gotta prove I'm with Seth Rogers, I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, smile, you know, like they don't, or like, hey, let's take a selfie. I don't feel like I'd ever have to take a, like, because that picture looks like you were like fumbling, you know what I mean? Like, come on, that looked like
fumbling.
That was a hidden. That was a hidden picture. That was a hidden. You were hiding taking that picture. No, you did because you had to tell.
Y'all, I'm sitting here telling you it's not. I'm standing on me taking the picture, and y'all are making up some weird shit.
No, I'm not making up shit. I'm being fair as shit.
I'm telling you the exact truth as it is. I was literally in Discord with 900 to.
Someone send me that picture. We're gonna pull.
I don't believe he has 900 people in his freaking Discord. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. At night filed a lawsuit against Barbecue Lady. She said it was coming. And that's why she was raising money and going to a lawyer, but everybody just wanted to say she was scamming and, you know. And I just kept my mouth shut and just was waiting to see what was coming. I had a feeling they were going to try something. That's what these people do. That's all they do. If they're not being sued, they are suing. Oh, thank you for the $5 cash app. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's really sweet.
That picture. Let's pull that picture.
No, I don't have it. It's not an important picture to me. It's a picture that I dropped.
It was an important picture for you to take at that time, for sure.
It was because I left that morning. And that was the first day I got there. So people didn't know that I had left and that I was already gone. And, you know, some people knew, like mods wise, if you were close to me, you know that I left. You know that I was going to leave because of stuff that was going on, personal stuff that I didn't share with anybody but my personal, you know, friends that are close. So that's when I went and, you know, that morning I made a decision to leave. I'm like, I got to get out of here. Shit's getting dangerous, toxic. Like I got to, at home. You know, you got a woman waking you up and throwing and beating you with this phone, and you're literally
beating you with the phone. She threw her damn phone at you because she caught you cheating on her. Stop it. You weren't getting beat. Knock it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, Mountain Wanderer 1964. This is what? Wow.
Pictures of that too. What are we talking about?
So okay, so
Drama Queen is right.
Let's move. You know, another big thing.
Yeah, they are slimy, Ben.
I think I brought it up to you, but another big thing people brought up to me.
And believe me, they know they're not going to get anything out of Barbecue. This is just what he does to drum up other business. In his twisted little mind, he thinks she has a little bit of money because she works her butt off and has a small business. But yeah, they'll be disappointed.
Well, not a little. This is.
But they'll use it for their grift as much as they can. They'll say, well, we're suing her because of this. Yeah.
Sebastian case.
Right.
I listened to something about a case. I didn't follow it too close. It wasn't one that, you know, touched me personally. It's a sad case, as they all are, but it's Brian Koberger's.
Yeah, that's where he worked, you know.
Murdered, like, I think 3 or 4 or so college students.
Maddie, you know, he did Madison.
Okay. I don't know
and,
hardly anything.
Documents are slimy.
That whole case is
okay. What I did hear was somebody, and people are telling me it's you or
You know, Dora, I've wondered that myself. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, you've seen the court documents, Pen Pen? That's messed up. That is so messed up.
you had somebody.
Sebastian will never be found by Sean's group. All of them are too self-centered, lazy, creepy, not to mention greedy, and too busy suing everybody.
Because it's so
Yeah,
it
that's
led me
has
to
somebody
your
make a
show.
call and all this.
Yeah,
That.
and they
Yeah,
said they
all
were
that-
Brian
all that bullshit.
Kohlberger or
All that
something.
bullshit. All
Okay.
of his bullshit. I mean, like I can't control who calls into my show because it's
Right. No, you
line
can't.
call, right? So you can't control something that's public and that people are doing. If people call in and troll, I can't control that. I have no say. Now I can control stuff outside of that, but I can't control phone calls and who calls in and who's gonna call up and pretend that they're
His
doing whatever.
family members and friends were literally thinking that was him too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, exactly.
That was
We talked about it several times.
wild.
So people listen when they want to listen, but
Ooh.
they don't go and actually listen to certain things of me saying, I don't know if that was Brian. I don't know who was what. I think it was a troll, or that nobody goes and listens to that part. They just listen to the
Pen Pen. I didn't see it. Want to share the paperwork? Granny is involved too. She got one too, probably because she talks to KP and CP. Got one what? Granny didn't get a restraining order. I'll reach out to Barbecue on TikTok.
oh yeah, he did this or he faked this phone call or he did that.
I'm kind of like their introduction over here. Hey, Lake Girl. I'm the one that first started covering them, and I've kept an open, good relationship with her, I hope. Anyway, I've never called her a scammer or a thief. So, I knew there was more going on that she just wasn't telling anybody and probably couldn't, but
They're not
it was
listening
obvious there was more going on. Is being sued?
to the other stuff. They're listening to what they
Yeah,
want.
come on. They know she on the money. Come on. This is nothing but a publicity stunt.
I had a link. I would pull up that link because I think you said like you were like even the family members and stuff thought it was him. Like how the hell would I know if even they think it's him? So
Yeah.
okay, tell me about this because I'm new to you. There's somebody with the name Smoke. Is that right?
Notice they tried to pick people they knew didn't have the money to fight them and most likely would not continue in court. So that would give them a victory. Yeah, I know her dog's missing. Yeah, I hope she finds him. Yeah, I seen that on Tammy was live. Yeah, I hope Barbecue finds him. I hope everything's okay with him and she finds him.
Smoke.
Yeah, we could jump into all of that. That's easily explainable.
Yeah,
Like,
can we do that? Because I mean, I got you here now, and
well, I'm gonna go ahead and start
and
from the
that's a
jump.
big thing.
Brian, the day phone call. Now this is you can go check this right now. Hidden True Crime. You know who that is?
That was public information.
Okay, so Hidden True Crime reached out to me and said, "Do you have the number for this person who called? We really believe it's Kohlberger." They were just on Dateline NBC and all these different shows, right? They reached out. To me. I get the number. I dig all the way back, get the number, send it to them, etc. They do the research on it, right? And they get all the information. And they're the ones who track the person down. See, a lot of people don't know what happened behind the scenes because this really happened. They got that dude up on their show. He's on there right now. You can go watch this Dave person. Smoke is a friend of mine from the past. You know what I mean? Like an old friend that came back around. I want to say Madeline Soto and popped in live, right? So he popped in one time and messaged, and then I was like, damn, I ain't seen you in a minute. You know, we don't fuck with each other. At the time, me and Smoke did not fuck with each other.
No doubt.
I cut him off.
No, Nick has done similar things. He's a Betty. So, yeah, it's not surprising, honestly. He's filed his share of frivolous lawsuits, from what I understand. A lawsuit or two.
Because of weird shit that he was doing. So that's a whole different situation. That dude came back in the picture, Madeline Soto.
Purposely going after people you know don't have the funds to fight you, so most likely will end up at some point being pro se, and you know you're going to get a judgment that's never going to be satisfied if you even get that far. I don't know. I just publicity and attention seeking. Yeah, that's true. That's the only place that lawyer has jurisdiction. It's Pennsylvania. So why not go after the two people that live in Pennsylvania? Barbecue and Granny.
So, and trolled my live and turned it into me having him call and fake and all this weird shit, which never happened. The dude, I can't, one, don't control what people do. Two, I have tons of people that call me all the time. Yeah, I'm good with voices. People like, they should have realized it was him. I don't, like, you cannot control when thousands of people are calling your line. And you can't control when people email you. That's why with him, I'm gonna see him in court because he knows I got an email from his fake ass saying that he was a friend with Stephen. He knows that I got that.
Oh
on
yeah,
my
Stephen Stearns. That was the other one. Yeah,
yeah. So when people go out and they're saying these things publicly, you might be winning right now, but you forgot that you emailed me with a fake number and pretended to be a friend of Stephen Stearns and called into the show and even came back on my show and was talking about yourself in third person.
So you didn't know that he was going to do any of that? You didn't pay smoke?
Not. Nope, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why would I do that? I've never.
I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe he wasn't aware.
Had nobody call into my show and be like, yo, do this, man. Like, that's stupid as fuck. Like, who does that?
Who's Ricky Armstrong?
He made that, dude, I guess. I don't know. Like, when it came out, it kind of blew me away. I'm listening to it, right? And I'm like, hold up. I got hit up. They're like, yo, did you know Smoke said that he was the person that called in? So I go to the link that they gave me and I start listening to what was said. And I'm like, oh, this dude is mad because I don't fuck with him. He came down here and visited, right? He came here and visited. And when he had came here, he was showing me stuff on his phone. He was in Dolly's live stream, literally trolling on a Katie Proudfoot name and Chris Proudfoot name.
T-Rev.
When he showed me that, that's when I cut him off.
Hold up, wait a minute. Bruh, I dare you to call in and pretend you're his.
You know, how come it's, hey, truth and disparity? That's cool, truth and disparity. Uh-oh, someone didn't like the message. I didn't even get to read it. It looks like Granny and Barbecue Lady done bit off more than they can chew. Could be, I don't know. He was 100% involved. Yeah. This is get $100 bucks. Homeowners insurance. It is. It's expensive here. That I can say, but yeah, get it like everybody else. This is insane. It's everybody else but him, and how you notice how he says that. Well, that's why I walked away because I seen him doing something dirty on their phone. Stop it. Stop it. He said they would only have one more restful weekend. Yeah. It's just funny.
His friend from high school.
Right. That's fake.
I'll fall out my chair. Is that you? Because it's cut off, so I don't know.
Absolutely not. That's fake. That's fake.
And then LMAO bet. What's his friend name?
That's doctored. Next.
Okay.
That's doctored. Show me. Like, my thing is this. I've already seen all that. That's doctored. People believe. That's the bad thing. Is people believe the doctor screenshot. This dude's literally making AIs about Seth Rogers, fake videos. Like, this is why I stopped fucking with him. So you know why he got mad and put out some bullshit? Is because I wasn't going to help him grow his channel no more when I realized that he wasn't serious about the craft. Point blank, period. When I see you ain't serious about the craft, that's when I cut you out of my life. Because I've made changes in my life the last 2 years and been getting my shit together. So when, you know, you come back around and you're...
Smoke did all that, but he never knew. BS. Exactly. Start get those wallets ready. That's it. The shit show start. Get those wallets ready. Heck, I don't have a wallet, but I'll get one if someone's gonna fill it. Us tiny channels don't make the big bucks. Anyway, this is hilarious because he very much knew. It's just funny how, you know, I walk away because of all this shit. No, you don't walk away till you get caught up in it. and something comes out you've been a part of, then all of a sudden you walking away.
You're somebody I cut off from the past and you're telling me you changed. I'm going to believe you for a minute. But once I start seeing these fucked up things, I'm going to cut you out of my life once I see you're not good for me. When you're not good for me and you're doing these negative things that either can trigger me in some way, I got to get rid of you. Smoke came down here. I seen he was trolling in Dolly's live on a Katie Proudfoot, Chris Proudfoot in his phone. He had like 20 YouTube friggin' names on his phone and was laughing and showing me this. And I laughed off. Like when he left later on, I didn't talk to him. I was done. I cut him off. And what did he do? He waited.
He just said the crap. Yeah. To him, it's a crap.
And waited. He waited till about when my album came out to say, yeah, Trev had me call in this Rick Armstrong. Like, what? What are you talking? Like, no, I did not. And if I did, it wouldn't be a problem to sit here and be like, yeah, I did. And it was fucked up. You know, it would, how hard is it to own up to something? Because it's not. And it's not, you know, the fact that he went out the way and doctored it and people were believing, I'm like, nope, there's no way I'm gonna go on and make a video trying to defend shit that people already believe. Absolutely no way. I'll come out when I'm ready. And I took 2 months off about it. And that's why I ain't been live. Because I'm not going to deal with people's bullshit. I'm going to focus. I'm going to have to protect my peace. And if that's me getting offline for a little bit to collect my mindset and to get back focused on my craft that I love instead of focused on this bullshit ass drama, that's what I'm going to do. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if there's 5,000 people that unsub. I'm going to go protect my peace and come back when I'm ready. And it'll always be that. People are like, oh, rent's about numbers. What happened the whole 2 months I was off? Did I get crazy money then? What happened? How was rent paid? What happened? I didn't YouTube then, did I? Oh, okay. See, the difference is when you love this shit, there's stuff that's gonna bother you.
Dude, YouTube's a month behind. So you didn't go 2 months without no YouTube money. Shut up. And you were still making posts begging for money. And you were still getting your memberships and stuff. Stop. You are such a fraud and a fake.
When you love this shit, there's stuff that's gonna bother you. If it's really about the dollar, you'll try to make yourself stick shit out. No, I really love this shit. I take this shit to heart. So, you know, I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. But what I am here to do is tell my truth, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
And you've been telling your truths? Do you go on? Do you do it on your channel? Do you like?
No, I try to stick to the cases and stick right to that. I spoke about it last night in a Spirit Box session. No, I did speak about it on that live last night. If you go listen to it, I broke it all the way down.
Yeah,
all the way down. Last night on my second channel, I broke that shit all the way down on why and protecting my energy and peace rather than, you know, having people that I've literally grew relationships with on YouTube and saw we were friends. And when I seen that people were believing fake shit, that's when it started to mess with my peace. For real. It started to mess with my peace. Like literally depressed, losing weight, literally going through some depression. And the only person by my side the whole time was people who are loyal and obviously in the rap gang, and Michaela. If it wasn't for her, I would probably wouldn't even be here with this conversation with me and you right now.
You'd be homeless.
This wouldn't even be happening if it wasn't for her. So, you know, that's a whole different thing. Like I was really in a fucked up, depressed mind state of seeing these people go from like brothers, sisters to me to wanting to destroy me because you couldn't get what you wanted out of me and I won't buy onto your bullshit. And I'm just going to stand on it. I'm going to stand on what I believe in.
Because you got called out for your bullshit that you were very much involved in. Truth be told.
Why I've changed. I'm not going to keep letting these people back in my life. Like Smoke, for instance. Take, for example, Smoke. As soon as I seen that he was up to his old ways, I got rid of him. What did he do? He waited till around my album drop to put out a fucking lie. So it's like,
sure, that wasn't manufactured drama between you and him for your album drop. Because, you know, that's pretty much a up church trick. And I know that's where you came from, but that's pretty much a up church trick.
That shit right there.
Album drop
on the 4th of, what was it, 4th of July?
I didn't even know you did. I didn't even know you did music. Wait,
yeah,
so I didn't even know who Smoke was. Like, okay, so wait.
He's an old friend. So he's friends with my whole entire, like my dad, my brother. You know what I mean?
Not like part of like Bad Boys or something. I don't know. No, like, are you big? Like, are you?
No. I just do like I love it. I'm passionate and really love the
it's just your hobby.
I love it. If money came from it or a life came from it, it would happen naturally.
Smoke. That dude Smoke coming out and doing that when you drop your album, then like do you, I mean, is it a hobby? Do you make money off it? Like it hurt you in some ways. What I'm getting at, you know what I mean? Like he did hurt you.
Do I make money from? Like I'll sell an album or whatever. Yeah, of course.
And you dropped that album.
I invest money into myself all the time.
Were you dropping that album before you got in Sebastian's case? like that dropped before, during Sebastian's case, before, after?
We did a lot of those songs live. It was more like, I've been working on music for a minute, but that album I started working on, I can't remember the exact date, but I recorded a lot of them live, and it's, you know, timestamped on there if you want to go back and look. I don't remember when I had first started, you know, working on it. I don't remember the dates or anything, but I started working on it
definitely during Sebastian's disappearance, probably.
Yeah, you said what?
During, like, sometime after Sebastian went missing, probably.
Nah, it was before Sebastian went missing.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been working on it. Like, I've been recorded Dear G, or was it right? I'm telling you, it's right around that time before.
Smoke come out, and so this guy Smoke. I don't know who Smoke is.
Weirdo, straight weirdo.
I don't know.
He's a friend. Like, okay, so
I got to talk to this guy. Smoke.
He's autistic or something. You know, he tells.
No, what you can't put. You call him autistic?
No, he tells my family he was autistic. I met the dude back in 2012. Like, I've known him since 2012. You know what I mean? Like,
since 2012, somehow there keeps being fake cancer, fake this, fake that between you and this dude.
Where's this fake cancer coming from?
Or
because that shit's real. There's nothing fake about that.
I'm just saying what the streets say. You know what I mean?
Which time? The spots on your lungs or the little bit of blood cancer?
The streets can say what they want, but they can't tell you the truth like I can. They can make up and twist whatever narratives they want to go and believe, but they can never tell you like I'm going to be able to tell you.
Right.
No, but Athena was there, and that's not what she showed.
Who was there with me? The one who sat there and said that I faked cancer was there with me at the hospital when they fucking walked in there and said, Rev, you know, you got some stuff going on. You got spots on your lung. You need to get checked out. And everything that I went through when it goes to doctor's appointments, every time I went to lay down and put an IV in my arm, she was with me. So to sit there and put out something like that, you're an evil motherfucker. Simple as that. That's crazy. That shit bothered me too. Like when somebody tells you, especially when you went through something so traumatic like that, and I'm sitting there scared for my life, and people are making a mockery out of that shit. Hell no. Nah. Hell no. Nah.
Yep.
Absolutely not. I was scared for my life, literally. So the fact that people would go and draw that line and continue to paint that is fucked up to me. But it is what it is, and it's going to happen when you're doing this. When you're working in the field and you're getting seen by a broad audience, you're going to have things that are said about you, and you got to learn to keep moving. And that's what I should have did. And if I could go back, I would just ignore and keep moving. That's all I would have did. I've done it this last 2 years. I've got 2 times where I've like
on my channel. I'm gonna have to look for it in one of my lives. I think I have the clip of him saying he had a little bit of blood cancer.
Damn, I've let people get into my energy and like get into my space and bother me.
She does.
Right? So that's my biggest mistake, is letting people bother my energy rather than just doing exactly what I did the last 2 years to get to where I'm at now, which is stay focused on the cases, the passion. Don't focus on negative shit, because that's what people want you to do. They want to bring up negative things. They're jealous about you. Got other people who are more worried about what I'm doing rather than fixing their craft and bettering their channel, which is weird to me. I'm not about to sit around and watch Joe and Bobby and Ricky and Johnny, who are going live all the time, to sit there and be like, damn, how'd you get here? Yeah, I didn't get there sitting in your fucking chat. I got there by doing what I love. That's how I got there. I got there because this shit lives in me. And you're over here in chat asking me how I got here. Instead of trying to clout chase and do all these other things, focus on the craft like you say you love. That's how I look at it. People don't really love this shit. They're in it for the money. They're in it for other things. People don't love this shit. And it shows for every single person who doesn't, because literally.
Oh, honey, I don't make enough money to support my family on this stuff. Hell no. Yeah, that's a hard no.
You have these folks who they say they're into these cases, but yet where they at? I don't see no emotion on these people's faces. Like, you're sitting there like this. Yeah, I care about it. No, you don't. You don't care about shit. You care about what donations you're getting. You're sitting there fucking asking for donations the whole time. That's how I look at it, right? Like,
you do that,
literally asking for donations, and I need this and I need that. Like, instead of focusing on what you need, why don't you work on the craft? Put some fucking work in,
dude. Oh, you do that.
Do what you say you love, rather than sitting there trying to beg people, because that's what a lot of this community does. And I stand on that. I'll never sit there. Like, it always felt wrong when, as a creator, you'd be like, oh yeah, I need donations, or I need this, or I need, like, why are you even bringing that up? I thought you're here because you love this. That's why I don't do that. That's why I stand on that. That's why I focus on the cases. That's why I talk about the cases. That's why I don't sit there and go, yeah, can you donate half my stream? And that's how I've got to where I'm at. And that's why I will always stick to the way I do. You know, I do these things. This is what I love. It's not this ain't no game to me. And again, that's why I took my 2 months, because I let these people into my energy. And again,
what do you love about it?
Why are you monetized? Why do you have memberships and super chats?
Helping families, like helping, like, especially when you've lost people around you that you love to either violence or, you know, just in general, when you know what it feels like to lose someone that you can love. That's where my passion came from. Losing people around me that I loved and that you can't get back. And, you know, when you see grieving families, that to me is always going to pull at my heartstrings. It's always going to pull at my heartstrings, and I'm always going to want to help in any way that I possibly can, which is why I've done anything that I could to try to help that man at the time that, you know, that was going on. And I'll never make that mistake again and get close to anyone in any case ever again. It's a lesson learned.
Do you think you should be in cases at all?
Yeah, absolutely. There ain't nobody ever going to change that.
Why?
Why should I die? Because people make up and believe fake shit? Like, absolutely not. Can't do it. I will always do this, and nobody will ever change it. You better come kill me if you want me to stop. Look at him. Nobody will ever stop me from doing what I love. Music, it don't matter what it is. If I love it, I'm gonna do it, and nobody will ever dictate that. So.
Yeah, we know. I filed against him.
Anything else?
Oh yeah, I'm checking chat. Why do you let it get you so worked up?
What do you mean? Like, we're talking about something where I was going through some shit in my life, and then to see people that I thought stood by me and would come and have the decency to speak to me and have a conversation, who went out on the limb to try to drag my name through the mud. You get what I'm saying? That's why it bothered me. These people that I literally would go into their streams, donate to them, show love to them out of the kindness of my heart, and they stab me in the fucking back and say these certain things about me and put these narratives out instead of coming to have a conversation. That's why. It is what it is. I'll never make that mistake again either. I'll never. There's only a few creators that I show love to right now, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Because people are fake as fuck.
And okay, so trying to figure out how to ask what's in my head right now. You're gonna keep on, like, it's not gonna deter you. You're still gonna help in Sebastian's case.
Yeah, any case that I'm passionate about, I'm gonna work on. That's how it's been.
And if I'm not mistaken, what cases have you helped in?
Kylie Roddy.
Kylie Rodney. I don't remember you. I was all up in that mess.
Yeah, see, I was doing panels for like 12 hours straight. We would do it all night, every night we were doing it. And it started in 2022 actually. So 2022 is when I, began my journey.
He was big on the Creek Squad.
On true crime on YouTube. I've always been a true crime fanatic.
Okay.
I've always been that. But when it comes to YouTube, I was like, man, I really, feel like I can make a difference on here. I really feel like I can, help or in some way. So, and that's where it all began for me. That's where it all began for me.
Are you down? There's some people, and I mean, it'll be respectful. Are you down for people to come on panel and ask you some questions? Because I'm kind of like,
yeah. What about people doxing us over lies? Like
what?
Yeah, doxing over lies is crazy, especially when you can't come and have a conversation. If people want to ask why am I bothered? Because you're putting information out that is not true.
Yeah,
I can stand on what's true. That's no problem. Standing on what's true is no problem. Anybody should be able to do that. But when it comes to lies, absolutely not.
So I'm down. If we can be respectful, we're all adults. Listen, I know we're gonna butt heads here a little bit, but don't just ask it respectfully and he'll give his answer. Doesn't mean you're gonna like his answer, you know what I mean? But there's nothing he can do about that or I can do about that. Right. You're gonna get the answer you get. But yeah, I mean, there's the link if you want to be respectful and come on up. He said nothing's off the table. I've thrown it all at him.
Off the table because again, I didn't speak. I wasn't live. I took time off for myself to get myself together mentally because it fucked with me. It made me super depressed, like literally. And the only person by my side at this time was Michaela. Through the whole entire thing, she's telling me to go live. Don't let these people in your head, baby. Go live. No, it's bothered me to the core, to the point where I was depressed and shutting down in my own life on what I have. Just because that's how much I love this shit. Like it means a lot to me. So to see people making a mockery of something that I love so much, it hurt me. It made me super depressed. And again, the biggest fan of mine telling me to push forward, to go live, to don't shut down, don't do that. I said, babe, I would rather go work a 9 to 5 than hear people spread lies and believe it. Like that's how bad. That's where I was at in my mind. That's exactly where I was at.
We got SW 4x4. Hey, boo.
Hello.
I don't know if I'm going to have a popular thought here. Hello, T-Rev.
Hey, this is
What's
the
up,
channel
Victoria?
for that. Can I just really quick say, I don't want to talk about nobody's children's and their child situations, if you will. Okay, that's just whatever. That's where I asked to draw the line. So
Yeah,
but
my
other
son's
than
right
that,
here out of the room. So
okay,
yeah,
so
I agree with you.
all right, so go ahead, SW.
I'm not sure what you were talking about, but I'll just, okay.
It's fine.
Wow. I'm watching the chat, and I'm sorry, T-Rev, you know how I feel about you.
Yeah.
They're not very kind to you tonight.
That's fine. It's
They
okay.
haven't.
It's what it
They
is.
haven't been. No.
I've seen people say that you've called them the R word to their face.
The R word. Like, what are we talking? What?
R-tard.
Oh, that's crazy. That is super exaggerated.
And then that person who said that would really like an apology for you calling her that.
Who said I said that to them?
I'll let them speak for themselves. You might want to look at the chat. I know you suck at that, but you should look.
I do. I'm laughing, T-Rev, because I really do suck at that.
He said I suck at that.
Sorry.
At it, I'm sorry.
And fucking Matt and Josh, man.
I think that's funny.
I mean, they are hilarious.
And to the chat, I would deeply appreciate not being called a T-Rev lover. I'm not. I'm just trying to love people. And I don't try and talk trash about anyone unless they've trashed me. T-Rev has never done anything to me personally that makes me think that he's a jerk.
Hi, Tara.
So I would like to understand why all the people in chat are asking for receipts, but none of them have receipts for the other side.
Hi, K-Mac.
The only receipts they have are AI made fucking comments that were put together from some type of program. That's the only thing they could ever show.
Oh.
I mean, that's the only thing that I wanted to understand is it goes both ways.
The 4x person SW, yeah, that's the one that goes up on Brittany sometimes. Cher goes on Brittany sometimes too, and they go over there on Griffney.
So if you're going to sit here and say that Rev's a liar, that Rev does this, Rev does that, or show me the receipts, then you show the receipts on both sides.
What?
Well, that's all
Good
I'm
night,
reading
Mountain
just for
Wanderer.
what, an
Thanks for
hour?
coming in.
Right?
So
I don't know. I'm just well looking. I'm not gonna let it get. I'm not gonna let it bother my energy. I'm gonna talk and leave it at that. If you want to come, anybody wants to come up and ask something, come on, bring it. Let's go.
We got Bama. She's a fair one. Bama.
Let's talk about it then. If you guys, you want to come and talk about something that didn't happen, fine. I'm good for it. Let's go.
Yeah, but you got to bring it down a couple tones for my Bama. That's my family right there. Okay, go ahead, Bama.
T-Rev, this is Bama. You know, kind of like
she's everybody's auntie.
Yes, ma'am.
Treat me with some respect.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know much about this situation at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
That story, I've only heard a few things out here on the streets. I got two questions for you, and it's probably going to tell me just about everything I need to know. All right, you're sitting in a pretty shitty situation from what I see in this panel. You got a lot of people that are saying a lot of stuff about you. My question to you is, how did you get yourself here? Can you accept? Can you let me finish? Can you accept?
No, you cut. No, you cut out.
You cut out, Bama. You did cut out. Can you repeat that?
Can you accept any responsibility and accountability for being in this position? And what
absolutely, 100%.
What would you do? Let's hear it.
What would I do different?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, not get involved personally with, especially like Seth. You know, like especially people who are close to the case. Instead of going so deep and getting personal with these friendships, like look at it. Look at it. You just named everything right there. Talking about, you know, the popular opinion and all this stuff. This is what you should not do. Don't get close with people in cases. If you're going to interview someone, stick to the interview. Do your journalism. Don't try to become friends. Stay away from that. That's how I look at it. That's what I would do differently, and that's what I'm going to do differently.
Do not get attached.
Exactly. That's 100%, because, you know, things like this can happen, and it's weird. But it is.
Have you been truthful about all these things that people are saying that you've done? Is there any truth in any of it?
Absolutely not. I mean, for like what? If you name a few things, I can tell you if it's true or false.
Oh, I'm not even naming anything. You know what they did.
It depends what it is, though. There's tons of things people always say about me, so I don't know. Like, I can tell you if it's true, or I can tell you if it's a lie.
Oh, all right.
You'd have to name it though, so I could tell you.
Like we've talked about a lot. See, here's my. With these.
She's cutting out a little bit.
Can you come back in, please? You got unsupervised.
Okay.
Maniac? Oh shit! What I just lit up on the panel.
T-Rev, are you calling me a liar? Are you saying my video was a lie?
What video? I don't even know you.
Oh please, you threatened
You
to sue me.
do.
She's
You know
I've never
it
heard
gorgeous.
you
is.
a day in my life.
What?
I don't even know who
That's
you
what-
are. I've never seen your name
That's-
one time.
That's
Next.
why I'm
Sure.
blocked from your channel.
Oh, you're
Look
welcome.
at her. She's
Jenna.
gorgeous. You know her.
He knows
Absolutely
me.
Join Google Fi Wireless and get $650 off Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra with $200 off instantly.
He knows exactly
with
who
Samsung's innovative-
unsupervised is.
If I knew you, I would say I knew you. Like, why would I sit here and be like, I don't
Oh,
know you?
look at you, little
You and never-
T-Rev.
you
What's the matter? You know what?
I've never heard of you a day in my life.
You
Bull.
threatened to sue me.
What do you mean I threatened? Who are you? What is your name? Where? I don't even know who you are. Tell me some of your content because I don't know you.
It's called T-Rev is a predator and a fraud. It has 16,000
That is,
views on
and
it.
that's exactly. Oh yeah, okay. Because I heard about somebody who made up lies. Predator, where? Show me. Show me
You're
where
a
I'm
predator.
on papers or touched and did some weird shit that
Put
kids in
the
the back.
jacket on and zip it up.
You're right. I will
Predator-
sue the fuck
Now,
out of you
hold
for
on,
saying
Rick.
some dumbass shit like that. For
Sue
saying
me,
that I'm a
bitch.
predator.
Sue me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Predator is what you did
Get
to
the fuck out of
Madeline's
here.
case. It's
Get this
absolutely
dumb bitch out of here.
100%
She's
is.
tripping.
You're
She's
full of
tripping.
shit.
Well, wait.
No respect.
Okay.
Coming. Nope. You call me a predator. There's curtains. Get the fuck out of here.
Words are hard, T-Rev. Look it up. Look up what a predator
Words are hard. You're calling
They are
somebody
hard
a
because you're
predator.
a
Do you
dumb
know what
idiot.
that? Do you know? Just sit there and
What?
call somebody who's been
Oh,
fucking
thank
raped
you,
before a
Lord,
predator.
Sarah.
You're stupid as fuck. Shut your dumb ass up. You're crazy as fuck to sit here and tell someone who's been fucking raped in a room.
Again, you are not
No.
using
You're
it
tripping.
correctly.
Get out of here.
You're
Get her out of here.
You're
Get her out
not
of
using
here.
it correctly.
Chopper. I agree, Lady Tara.
Next.
You are
You're
a
not gonna sit
predator
here and
for
call me a
financial
predator.
reasons. You
Somebody
used
who's
the
actually
child
lived this shit.
for financial reasons.
Somebody who
When
actually
you had
lived
your
this shit.
friend
You're not
call
gonna sit
in.
here and tell me
No,
that.
no,
You're
no,
crazy as
no.
fuck.
When you had your friend call in
Bye-bye.
and pretend to be Rick Armstrong.
See you later.
Who? Okay, wait. So you have a channel? You have
Yes.
a channel? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, he left. Okay.
He's left. He's not
want
going
to
to
try
come
my
back.
two
The screen
cents.
recordings
But
of everything.
They're going to start bitching about T-Rev. He doesn't come back. He's very defensive and he doesn't want to answer any real questions that they were asking him about. Unsupervised Maniac put out a very good video on T-Rev. A very good video. And yeah. It's factual. I want to play you the song that Chopper made. I think did I put it under miscellaneous? I have got to find time to clean up these. Yeah, here it is. These, I'm doing this at the end because I don't know if YouTube's going to flag it. And if they're going to make me mute it or delete it. Because you know how funny they are with their music. I mean, I use music from YouTube Studios and I still get the copyright. That's why I haven't changed things yet. But Chopper did this for me and it's great. And what do you think about that T-Rev stuff, guys? Seriously. Yelling like that over them? Yeah, it doesn't. He should have let her ask her question. But she came up there, you know, hitting hard too. But he should have, the question should have been asked, and then he should have been allowed to answer. But, you know, things don't go that way. It's not a perfect world. She was trying to tell him what it meant, and he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear any of it. But she did put out a really good actual video. And he's well aware of who she was and that she put out the video. Don't let him fool you. Or try to fool you. He wasn't honest about quite a bit during their talking. And left out some very important parts of the stories he was telling. But I know there was 2 times that he allegedly had cancer. So I will find the clip and I will put it out for you guys. But I remember, because I was like, what do you mean a little bit of blood cancer? There's no such thing as a little bit. And it pissed me off because I lost my brother to leukemia. But if I don't question anything, I never will grow and improve. Oh. Honestly believe that he's still in deep with Seth. He's trying to make us look in another direction. This was all distraction. Could be. I wouldn't doubt it, and I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. But, that's just my opinion again. You did see it was spot on, yeah. And Superbuzz did a really good video. And that, she's just trying to tell him, but, I don't know. I don't know. There's some things being said now on these streets I'm not real crazy about, and I'm staying out of it. Because I don't think anybody's a thief or a scammer that's involved. I don't think there was any scamming or anything like that to do with Toys for Tots. I think that was done purely out of someone's heart. And, I'll stick to that. I don't think there's been any scamming on anybody's part for cars or anything else. I just, that's it. I'm not getting in that shit. Hey, WSU. Anyway, I'm going to play this song that Chopper made, guys. Check it out.
Well, here she comes with a smile so bright. Kathy P's the name. She's ready tonight.
Let me shut
with
that
kindness
background
and
music
warmth,
off.
she opens the door. Let's laugh at the fools. Come on and explore. So grab a seat. It's time for the show. With class and charm, she's stealing the glow. Kathy P, oh, she's shining so bright. Bringing joy and laughter, oh, what a sight. With a heart full of kindness, she welcomes us here. To laugh at the fools, let's raise a cheer. She's got stories to tell and jokes to share about all the nonsense, the stuff that's unfair. On the internet stage, feel free to unwind. With Kathy P leading, leave the worries behind. Just sit back, relax, let the laughter flow. She'll turn the tides and steal the show. Kathy P, oh, she's shining so bright. Bringing joy and laughter, oh, what a sight. With a heart full of kindness, she welcomes us here. To laugh at the fools, let's raise a cheer. Just sit back, relax, let the laughter flow. She'll turn the tides and steal the show. Kathy P, oh, she's shining so bright. Bringing joy and laughter, oh, what a sight. With a heart full of kindness, she welcomes us here. To laugh at the fools, let's raise a cheer. So here's to Kathy, our queen of the wise. With love in her heart, she'll light up the skies.
That was amazing. Chopper, that was amazing. Wow. Thank you so much. That is amazing. You are so talented. That is amazing. That is so touching to do something like that. That was really cute. I really like that. Yeah, he said that. He said that in the beginning of the interview, WSU Mom. He said Sebastian's, why would she have any kind of Sebastian shoes or clothing? I asked that question. Because he made that statement at the beginning of the interview. That was on Steph. Chopper made that. Thank you, Starry Night. Thank you so much. Yeah, Chopper did it. That was amazing. That really touched me. That's really sweet that someone would take the time to do that, you know. But I might come back on later tonight, because there's a couple of things we didn't get to go over that I want to go over. And that'd be cool. We could do it late at night. Yeah, I think I might. After I get the kids all fed and showered and tucked in bed and get the hubby's fed his dinner when he gets home from work. Probably won't be till like, I don't know. If I come back on, it probably won't be till like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah, I haven't done a late night live in a while. Maybe I will, because I'm going to be pretty busy this weekend. So, and weren't all 4 pairs accounted for by Seth and Katie? Allegedly, yep. It didn't make sense, his statement. Hey, Ree. But yeah, because maybe, hopefully there'll be nobody live and we can have a good time. But yeah, I probably will. Because I don't think anybody was live last Friday. And I was bored and it was late and I was bored. So I don't have to get up for the school. Well, I'm up anyway. Listen to me. Whether I have to get up for school or not, I'm up like clock. I don't even need an alarm clock. I'm up regardless. It doesn't matter. I could go to sleep at 2 o'clock, still be up out of that bed at 5. It's like, oh, some days I just want to sleep in. But even when I can sleep in, I don't sleep in. It's like I have a built-in alarm clock. It drives me nuts. Hey, Yuri. I like your name. I don't know. But I'm going to get the kids their tacos. Because it is dinner time. It is 6:30. And I've been on here a few hours. But I will come back and we will finish what we were doing. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments about T-Rev's interview. Interesting. Bunch of bull malarkey, if you ask me. Really didn't buy anything he was saying or selling. Nope, sure didn't. I'm not sure. I'm just saying chopper. Could be. Oh, okay, Steph. Yeah, I haven't done a late night live in a long time, so I think I'm going to do one. And I'll have me some gummies and we'll have a good time. Chopper, thank you. You're something else. Thank you. But all right, guys, I'm going to go get the dinner done and I'll be seeing y'all in a few hours later tonight. You be good out in these YouTube streets now. See you later. Bye, all. Thank you, mods. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the $5 cash app. I appreciate it. Thank you. Night, all.